Comic Menu Podcast is sponsored by Realistic Comic Books. RealComicBooks.com.
Hey everybody, look at that. I got it all figured out. Like, come on, just when the music ended. You know what else is ending? That's right, 2025. Oh boy, what a year, huh? Crazy. I'm old school, so I'm gonna say Merry Christmas. I don't care what everybody else thinks. It's Merry Christmas to me and always will be. That being said, I know there's always a place to spend your Tuesday nights, but instead you decide to see this mug and the rest of the fellas every Tuesday night, 9:15 p.m. Eastern. So let's get to it. We already got some people in the group. We got the Golden Oldies already showing up. Yeah. Nice to be back. Look at you. The new Golden Oldies have arrived. New. I kind of like that. Golden Oldies and the word new. That sounds kind of interesting. That being said, all right. Yeah, man. Thank goodness it's over. And it really is. Yeah, you're right, Dal. It's a long song. So let's get this going. All right, here we go. Let's bring out the best color man in the business, my little Habibi. Yay.
Happy holidays. Happy New Year. Good to see you, bro.
Good, man. Good. Did you have a good holiday?
Yeah, came and went though so fast.
This year kind of came and went, which I'm not too mad about it. Then we have our little friend here, Sam. We all love the Sam.
Love this.
We
guy.
all love the Sam. Yeah.
Happy to be here.
Yeah.
Can't believe we're ending the year already. It's crazy.
Right? It is crazy. Then we have the guy who sounds so far all right with his audio and video, but the night is so young.
Don't jinx
it. We'll see where J Rob is at with this. Apparently he has the worst camera angle. The worst. See, right away already started. Can you believe that, guys?
You jinxed it, dude. He was good.
I know. I know. Then I have my brother from another color.
He's
Mr.
back.
Ish.
Guess who's
He's
back?
back.
Caesar's fault.
Happy Chris Mahana Kwanzaa.
Happy Chris Mahana Kwanzaa. Yeah.
Shout out. Glad to be back.
Yeah, man. It's been a while since we've had the Ish back, but whatever. Yeah, man. So what this year is my little Habibi, yes. So this year it was quite an interesting year for the nerds. It was quite the geeky year. We had some drama, we had some trailers, we had some movies. So let's start with the movies, right? So what did come out this year? So Superman came out, Fantastic Four came out.
We spent a lot of time arguing about those movies.
We spent a lot of time arguing about those movies. Well, let me ask you. Now I'm getting to that age.
Demon Slayer.
Yeah, that
Broke records.
that thing.
Chainsaw Man, all the anime movies came out.
My years are getting confused. Did 2025 was it Deadpool Wolverine?
2024, end of 2024.
Was that the end of 2024?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God. So what did we get this year? Other than I'm talking like not your manga bullshit.
Yeah,
like
but they
actual.
they matter to the comic community, so we got it
Oh, no.
Manga is reading, anime is watching.
right.
I mean, we got
And when Demon Slayer, film of the year.
So we did get
Pop-
Superman.
They popped Demon
Superman.
Hunters.
We did
We
get
had
Superman. We did get Fantastic Four. What else?
Thunderbolts.
Is that it? Oh,
Thunderbolts.
we had Captain America: Brave New World, and we had
that's right.
Fantastic Four.
And we had Running Man.
Did anybody see Running Man? By the way, I have my
What's Running Man?
my son saw it,
Stop it.
and he
I'm
and
just triggering-ish.
hold on. Now this is the funny thing,
I
right?
haven't seen Running
Ready?
Man. Isn't there
So I
like a
said,
Rooftop Man too.
it-
Roof Man also was a movie.
no, you're not. Now you're driving. Now you're going off the rails. You're jumping the
I'm just
sharks.
saying.
Now.
We just named all
So-
these comic movies, and Running Man matters, but this is the one you want to stop on.
I asked him. He goes, "I saw Running Man." I go like, "Oh, all right. Like, what you think?" He goes, "It was all right. Whatever." And I said, "Oh, so what? Compared to the original?" He goes, "There's an original." I said, "Get the fuck." I was like, "Okay, I'm out. I'm done. I can't.
Can
We're
I
grown up.
stream Running Man now?
I think you can, or you got to buy it. Yeah, sure. I
Oh.
think you can on Amazon.
Maybe
Prime.
I'll watch that
Yeah.
tomorrow.
I think it was
We
direct.
learned this year that dinosaurs continue to dominate the box office, and they will forever.
Did they?
Who?
Jurassic Rebirth. Jurassic.
Oh, that
No.
that was-
That was
340
bad.
million.
Oh
was
yeah, it had a ridiculous box office.
a ridiculous box office. What are you talking about?
did it really? But I heard
Yeah.
it was
More than
the
Lilo and
worst.
Stitch.
Of course. No, run it. Listen, Jurassic
Dinosaurs.
World was crazy. The box office was crazy on that, but it's
Not
Not
always
more than Lilo and Stitch.
Yeah, Lilo and Stitch was one of the top. Like that,
Yeah,
and
but
the
what's
Jurassic
other-
World Rebirth
the other
was the
Disney.
well,
The other
yeah.
Disney one with the animals, Zootopia.
So
Nope.
so
Didn't-
let me
Didn't beat Jurassic World Rebirth.
so
Listen,
let me
I
ask.
hate Jurassic. I hate all of them. I never will watch them, but they win the box office every time they come
I
out.
think Lilo and Stitch topped them. Wasn't that top
See?
domestic this year?
No, see, that's why
I'm
he's the
talking
best
global.
color man in the business.
Global is Jurassic World. The dinosaurs continue to win.
I don't know.
Well, I'll tell you
I
what.
thought
let's-
Minecraft did better than
No, worldwide was
Jurassic
Nazar 2.
World worldwide.
Wait, Jurassic did
2
2 billion global? Oh, god damn. All right.
No.
In-
No,
in-
Nazar 2.
so 2025,
It's,
what
uh,
grade
Nazar
would you
two.
guys what grade would you guys give the movies for 2025? An A, B, C, or D?
Comic
Even an
movies
F.
or movies?
Yeah, well, let's go comic movies, because some years some of the movies have been like, that it won the year. What grade would you give this? Let's just say comic movies, just stick strictly with what we did see.
A solid B.
How about you, Dan?
Good night.
I'm just looking at my data, and I have to stand corrected. Who said Zootopia?
Zootopia, right? Wasn't that one of the biggest ones?
That was 1.42 bill.
which is crazy.
But
Sam.
I'm talking global, not domestic. I'm looking
Yeah,
global. It was Zootopia,
Wow.
Lilo and Stitch, and third was the dinosaurs globally.
Wow. So 2 cartoons. Interesting.
Yeah.
Jurassic Park was fifth.
Jurassic World is number
Yes,
5.
yeah.
So
Mine-
Dan, what grade do you give these comic book movies for 2025?
What grade do I give them? Like what? Like elementary school grades, A through F?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think I give them a good B. In fairness,
Wow,
right?
that's a second B. How about you, Ish?
So I'm looking at this top 10 list, and of the superhero movies that came out this year, the only one that cracked the top 10 is Superman Worldwide. At number 10.
That makes sense.
I go B minus.
How about you, J. Rob?
What was that?
J. Rob, see, why do I invite this guy over? What
was it?
plus? What the hell's plus?
Can you not hear me?
No,
No.
that's
C
why he's
plus.
repeat. Oh,
C plus.
Okay, C plus. I think it's a good.
That's higher than I
census of-
thought you would give it.
Can you do the voice of Paul Kent again, though, J. Rob?
Based on your Superman reaction, I was expecting a C minus.
I mean,
or
I
B
only
plus.
hated one of them, and that was Fantastic Four.
I'm on Ish. I'm with Ish there. I'm not on Ish. That'd be weird. I'm with it.
That is
I don't
weird.
know. I
If
don't know
that's how
if
you want to
hate-
start 2026, hey, to each their own. But
You know what? The hate for the word hate.
No, I hated
I don't know.
Fantastic Four. Like somebody just told me they were watching it again the other day. and
oh,
was
I
like,
watched it
sorry.
twice
I hate
after.
it. I can't stay awake.
I love it.
Interesting. I don't know if I would use the word hate.
Yeah, I don't think it was. I was entertaining, but
Yeah, I
it
hated
wasn't
the
like-
movie. I wanted to leave. If it
I'm a
wasn't for
fan.
what I do for a living and I have to.
Why
review
did
it
you want
and
to
talk
leave?
about it, 'cause
What specifically triggered you?
I couldn't stay awake. It was just
That's-
such long periods of boring exposition.
That's because
You
you're a
know what I
fucking
mean?
vampire.
Yeah,
That's
I
why.
want a superhero movie to sell popcorn. I don't want it to just talk to me for for these 20-minute interval. I don't want that.
Yeah, I
See,
mean, Jeremy,
Fantastic
I don't
Four
think it
for
was a
me
great movie. But I don't think it was terrible. I mean, it was.
I think it's a standout movie of them all for me.
Nah, I don't know about that.
Yeah.
I don't even look at 2025.
Are you saying
by
for the
movies.
year, Sam?
I call
No,
2025 the year of blind bags.
For comic book movies, that FF was the standout movie of the year for me.
Oh,
I liked it better than Superman.
Yeah, I've rewatched
I
it.
thought Thunderbolts
twice.
was better than Fantastic Four.
I thought Thunderbolts was better than Fantastic Four.
Thunderbolts did nothing for me.
mm,
I watched
Nothing-
Fantastic Four with my kids. They absolutely loved it. They loved the family, loved the story. They thought Galactus was
I agree with Jeremy.
crazy.
Silver Surfer was a great surprise, pleasantly great.
Yes.
Pleasant,
And
great
she was
surprise.
fantastic.
no, I think she stole the show personally. Yeah. And but I must admit I do like how Galactus looked. I was fine with that Galactus.
Oh
Better
yeah.
than a cloud or whatever the hell that was.
Oh my god.
That's
terrible.
the Galactus. Now let's quickly go into everyone's talking about the leaked X-Men Doomsday thing, right? And they're showing the Sentinel, and I will say it at least it's a Sentinel that
I
we
think we're getting
all
rolled
been
on
waiting.
these trailers. I think we're getting rolled on these leaks.
Who the hell has been waiting for Sentinels?
No. I'm just saying if you're going to show Sentinel,
no one.
at least they
Like
created a
nobody.
Sentinel that looks like a fucking Sentinel.
Is it Nimrod? If it ain't Nimrod, like wait, Karen, nobody's waiting for no X fan is waiting for Sentinel.
I'm just
Odell.
not excited about these leaks in general. None of them make me go, "Oh, I can't wait for Doomsday." Like,
Well,
the
the-
leaks show everything. Then you
What
get
I
to the
don't
movie,
want to
there's
see is
nothing
an
new.
X-Men film where they fight giant mutant hunting robots.
Oh yeah, that would
I'm just saying if they're going to do Sentinels, do the Sentinels that we know, and it looks like it's going towards at least to that design, and not what we got in Days of Futures Past and shit like that. So, I'm excited at least what we're going into the next couple of years.
and we've
Gives us
got
something to
what
look forward
3
to.
movies on the horizon to look forward to, right?
Supergirl is the one.
Yeah, Supergirl.
Supergirl,
Is anybody
Spider-Man,
really looking forward
Avengers.
to Avengers? I mean, I know everyone's
Yes.
gonna go see it just because, but like the setup for this film is terrible.
I'm excited because the
Terrible.
Russo brothers are doing it.
Considering how
Absolutely
Marvel set
terrible.
up the Infinity Saga, which was pretty much they created a standard, right? They called it the Marvel.
Hey,
movie
Will.
formula,
Yeah, but
and
the
people
people
tried
that
to
did that are
emulate it.
back.
Like
But the
they
Russos are back, so I'm encouraged by that.
say again.
The Russo brothers are back, so I'm encouraged by that. I'm
It's
excited
just
about
when you
that.
compare the standard that they laid down in setting up Infinity War, like how many movies that and they did it, was not all of them were great, but the way that they did it, and then the setup for this, like so many inconsistencies, so many plot
Yeah, but
threads
but
that
we're-
are just
but see-
left
but Ish,
dangling.
With all due respect, we're spoiled now. Like when they were setting up Infinity Wars, that was all new territory. We were like amazed. We're like, oh my god, Robert Downey, Chris Evans.
Yeah, but I mean, I didn't like Infinity War and Endgame, but the setup to those movies.
Yeah,
made
but
more
now,
sense
now the
than-
bar is high. So now
So,
they
hold on. Real quick, isn't there going to be shows between here to the movie starts? I know Wonder Man is supposed to be dropped all 12 episodes, so they could be dropping information on those episodes as well, right?
Yeah, but
And
Joe,
it's-
they have at least 20 plot threads that they created across this
my
last
God.
phase that they just ignored. That just
I think they're just going to ignore them. I don't think any of them are going to be addressed. It's just going to be a mess.
And I agree with you, just because I think the issue with Kang and all that stuff that happened kind of threw them off what they wanted to do or the setup they wanted to do. So they had to change it up to something else.
I think Dell does have a point. Remember, we were doing the Kang Dynasty, and they were going to do 3 films of that alone. And then for what happened with Jonathan Majors, really kind of
Bring
put
him
a
back.
wrench in everybody.
Bring him back. You found
I-
not guilty.
Listen, don't be shocked if he comes back. I
but
would
it
not be
doesn't-
shocked if Kang
it
shows up.
doesn't
I thought
explain
they said
things like,
he's.
and these are.
I thought they
these are
said he
blatant-
is being brought back.
They're gonna bring him back,
Okay.
but it
It's,
doesn't explain.
it's a rumor I've heard too.
fronts.
Yeah,
Doesn't-
I wouldn't
doesn't
be
ex-
shocked.
It doesn't explain blatant affronts, like when asked why they didn't address the cliffhanger at the end of Thunderbolts showing the Fantastic Four ship. The director of Fantastic Four said he didn't even know anything about that end credit scene. Like, what are we doing? This is just lack of continuity in the editing.
Kevin Feige has jumped the shark.
You know what I mean? Like, and this is after Kang. And that's a glaring like
We
inconsistency.
ain't talking about Jeff.
What if they're bringing back, what was it, 2004? Or, I don't know what year it was. Those Fantastic Four. You know what I mean? What are they bringing those back? But then again, you can't bring Chris Evans. Disregard.
Well, there's
You know,
also
my worry is that Avengers Doomsday is going to turn into like what the Flash was, where they just started throwing all these cameos in there, and it was just shocking, but it was nothing cohesive about it. It was just like, oh my gosh, Nick Nolte, Superman, cool, but it didn't really connect anything. And I hope they don't do that with
Nick Nolte.
or Nick Cage. I'm sorry, Nick Cage. Sorry.
You had to say Nick Nolte.
Yeah,
We
sorry.
ain't this way,
I
brothers.
went back
we
to
ain't
Blue
friends.
Chip. Went back to Blue Chip. No, I mean,
there is the
again,
rumor that this is a full reset, like a full
after,
reset.
after
I'm-
this.
I'd
I'm
be
a-
happy for that if it means that the X-Men starts a different MCU, because that I've always said they could hold their own without the rest of the MCU, like they did in the comics.
There's alleged talks about a Hugh Jackman Wolverine movie, another one in the pipe.
Yeah, I heard
Well-
that one too.
Well, I'll tell you. Now, tell me if I'm wrong, but I am hearing that they're going to reintroduce the Endgame in the theaters with the new alternate ending.
I haven't heard that one yet.
What's
So-
the alternate ending?
So they're adding an alternate ending to the end of Endgame that will transition to Doomsday.
Well, I thought
Are-
the existing ending transition to Doomsday. Like what I've heard was because Steve Rogers went back and altered the timeline, it kind of set off the events of Doomsday.
Well, that's what I'm saying. They're going to go a little bit deeper on that.
Okay, but
So then we're not gonna have the forced woman cameo fighting at the end of Endgame then?
Oh, they're going to
Yeah.
keep that.
God damn.
I mean, we've talked about the incursions bringing everyone together for a bit
That's-
now, and that's
that
how
was a
Doom
nod
is
to
gonna be,
A-Force,
like,
sir.
the big bad. But it's just
So
it's a mess.
I don't
We're
like
into it.
I don't like the conflation because it's confusion, right? We know which battle war we're talking about, right? God, Emperor, Doom. they're calling it Secret Wars, and it like
What's
just
up?
totally eliminates the battle world that the original Beyonder created and originally set up on the moon, which is something I was hoping and looking forward to seeing. I don't know the way they conflate
agree,
these things, and I get it. I get why. You know, they did a lot with a little. They've been doing that with Marvel since the beginning, even with the cartoons, right? They conflate a lot of things because Marvel has a timeline to follow. Comic wise, very short, 15 years, right? Is considered the whole history of Marvel has taken place over the course of 15 years. So I get it. For movies, they're creating a different universe and they have a timeline to follow, right? Like the first timeline is Loki, and then the Infinity Stones leading to Thanos, leading to Kang, leading to God Emperor Doom. I would imagine is you know, these critical moments in the MCU history. So when you look back at the timeline, it'll be before God Emperor Doom, before Thanos, you know what I mean? before Loki or what have you. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know.
Well, I wanted, yes, Jeremy, completely right. I meant to say post-credit scenes. That's what they're going to do by introducing into the whole Doom thing.
So you have to go watch Endgame just to get a new post-credit scene?
I mean,
I mean, let's
I
be
will watch it.
honest. I wouldn't go to the theaters and watch Endgame again.
Hell no.
You
No,
just
just
wait.
3 hours for a
$5
post-credit scene.
Tuesdays, of course.
Just
How
wait
many
for
of
it
the
to be on
post-credit scenes
YouTube.
have actually paid off in
Right.
the last
None in this phase.
phase?
None in this last
They
phase.
have been
Oh, in this
garbage.
last phase now.
Absolute trash.
I mean, let's be honest. The one at the end of Thunderbolts was, you know, the FF, the Fantastic Four ship. Okay,
I think
She-Hulk
the
had one at
only
the end.
one that
Falcon Winter Soldier. This
we
phase
might
was
see
terrible.
pay off is the Miss Marvel, where Beast,
be
you know,
showed up.
Kelsey Grammer's there.
That's
Like that's the one that will
probably
pay off.
yeah.
Probably out of all
No,
of them.
Captain America, Winter Soldier. I mean, Red Hulk. That one will probably pay off too, because the leader.
What
kinda
was the
predicts
end?
what's coming? Where the leader kind of predicts
No.
what's coming, as far as these incursions and what have you. He kind of tells.
Fair.
You know, that may pay off as well. But I mean, how many shows had cliffhanger, you know, endings and that are never going to be paid off?
Like
Well, if you
I don't
made
think we're ever going to see
so-
the Celestials and you know those
oh
characters.
no,
again.
you won't see that again. That's for sure. So Jeremy,
Oh, I
says
agree
if you-
100%, Jeremy.
if you made the movies exactly the same as the comics, you've had no reason to watch. Switching them up keeps us all on our
Absolutely.
toes. You know, little makes anything possible. So
Absolutely. My only pushback is conflating known storylines to make one thing. You don't even have to. You can just change the storyline and just call it Secret Wars. You know what I mean? Just do whatever you want, which is what they do. It should be its own universe. I have no problem with that.
So
I think we're in a tough spot too because we had the Infinity Saga, which led to Endgame, and now leading up to Doomsday, which in my opinion should be massive. It just feels like you're at a low point
because we were full.
in Marvel.
Yeah, exactly right. I mean,
Marvel
I mean, but
stories.
Ultron should have been massive,
and
right?
The
Like,
first
Ultron
one
should
out
have
of the
been
can
really massive.
set the stage for an amazing Infinity Saga wrap up with Endgame and Infinity War. But like now we've had this massive run of just mediocre at best movies with a couple of good ones in there. And so now, like, I think whether the movies aren't good or whether we're just fatigued or, you know, we've already kind of set the bar high from the first couple phases, like, it's going to take a lot. This movie's really got to come out with some punches. It's going to take a time.
How do you build a Doomsday and a Secret
there's
Wars
no good
with a
through
movie?
line also
Hello.
from throughout all
How
of
do you
them to tie it
Sam
together.
Sam hit the nail on the head as a perfect compliment to what you just said, Dan. And my question then becomes rhetorically, how do you build up to two major bookend movies that you want everybody in the world to go see with mediocre, and like if 90% of the offerings that they've dropped in the phase leading to that are terrible or not good or questionable as far as the quality, and like Sam said, no through line, and like Dan said straight out, like most of them just weren't good. How do you build up to that?
I mean, and if they think Wonder Man's gonna get us ready, give me a break. Like, come on.
That's the only show,
you know?
right? That's the only show that's coming up from here to then, right? Because-
That I don't agree. That I don't agree with. I don't agree with
It's
that.
Wonder Man, and don't we get Vision before?
Yeah,
we might
should
get
be getting Vision.
we got
Vision Quest.
man. Well,
Vision Quest. Yeah.
I don't
So
think that's
what-
enough. And the reason why I say that, Jeremy, is I think we as comic book fans can appreciate that. But what about Tommy, who's 7
Mhm.
and just started following? You know, he could care less. It doesn't. Doom coming doesn't have the same impact on
And
millions
once
of people who don't.
but once
read or
again,
follow comics.
exactly. Hey Anna,
Hey,
happy holidays, girl.
last-
And that's the other
The
thing.
last
That's the
billion
other thing too.
dollar- The last $1 billion comic book movie that we've had in the last maybe 5 years is I think Spider-Man No Way Home. It's like 1.9 billion or something. And then after that,
I think Spider-Man.
after
So
that,
moving into Spider-Man, I think Spider-Man will do really, really.
yeah, but
well.
I mean, but the reason why I brought
It's
that
gonna
up
be
is then
huge.
from that point on, like Quantumania or all
Oh,
these
yeah.
movies, like Shang-Chi, all
Yeah.
these movies, they haven't even done not even half that, right? I think there's legitimately a fatigue, and I'm
why
concerned
don't we get
because
Shang-Chi too?
yeah,
Arguably one of the
concerned
most
because
successful movies
there's
of
a
this
lot
day.
there's a lot of money going into Doomsday, a lot of money. Just in the talent alone, there's a lot of money. Let's
Yeah.
forget all the production costs. And fatigue alone could make that movie not profitable, and it will set the tone for, I think, Marvel movies. I think it will basically say that's people are.
I
pretty
You
mean,
know
much-
it's going to make
I'm in-
oodles. You know it's going to make oodles of money, right?
I'm in full disagreement.
is enough to
And-
cover
and-
the production. That's what
Yes.
I'm.
The reason why I gotta be
100%.
in full disagreement with you on this, Dan, and I want to follow up on something I said with King, and I don't want to use Sam's Kids, but I want to use Sam's Kids. Sam's Kids really enjoyed Fantastic Four. That Doom cutscene probably did nothing for them because
Nothing.
they don't know who Doom is, and that the build up to them
Exactly.
isn't going to make them want to go. But to speak to what you said, if we're talking about Marvel doing a terrible build up because they dropped some terrible or not really good movies leading up to this, they did drop a good movie. It was called Shang-Chi. They actually did drop a good movie, and they should kind of stick to the formula from phase 1 where they drop a good Captain America movie, and then they follow it up with another Captain America movie because the first one was good. And then they follow it up with another Captain America. Like, why would you not take the
before
movie
anybody
that
says
was
anything,
good?
Ish. My kids are 7, 9, and 13, and they all knew who Doom was, and they were excited at the end.
Okay.
So just because Sam's kids didn't recognize him, right?
Yeah, but
no
you're-
offense, Sam.
But your
But
kids
my-
have a father that has comic books all around.
Hey, I haven't had a comic book since June,
There are
and they
more
still were
kids.
aware who he was.
Yeah, but you're
So-
Since
but anecdotal
June,
evidence.
I'm in New Mexico,
But
so
Dell,
Yeah.
anecdotal
I
evidence
have
isn't evidence, right?
12
they don't have comics
More
in New
kids
I have-
Mexico.
know
I have-
nothing
I have
about
I'm
12
in an apartment. Why would I buy comics over here right now?
I'm sending you
More
comics.
kids who know nothing about comics watch movies.
Half
And
of
watch
my
Marvel
12 kids
movies.
like Doom, half of them didn't like Doom.
They understood, and they asked me questions at the end. Like, this is the same Doom. No, I'm like, no. I explained to them the different scenarios of what Doom was, and they got interested, and they started Googling, and they started YouTubing the
There
moment
you
right
have-
after, which I
there
love
you
my kids
have-
for that.
You just added context. But Doom isn't like a mainstream character outside of comics. He's just not.
True.
Like he's
Well-
actually one of the greatest comic
I don't
characters.
know. I don't know about
Really?
that.
I think Doom is
what is the mainstream character?
I think Doom
Thor wasn't a mainstream
has-
character outside of comics until the movies.
No-
And he's Thor.
not a mainstream, but Doom has a following.
What is
Like,
mainstream?
think about.
MF Doom.
I mean, honestly, think about MF
Yeah.
Doom, and yeah,
But,
he
but if we
has
talk about mainstream characters
hold of the
out of
culture.
comics, when you generally ask people, okay, most people recognize people like the Joker, right? Most people don't recognize Magneto. We're talking people who don't read comics and who don't generally watch comic movies, right? Like there are certain characters whose names are just kind of more recognizable. Doom isn't nearly as recognizable as, say, a Joker, right?
And I'll add. Go ahead.
No, we were just talking about, and I always use my wife as an example. The cut scene at the very end for Thunderbolts, and they show the Fantastic Four logo. I had to explain to my wife what's going on here, and she sees all these movies, and even her, she was just like, "Oh, it's a ship. What's a big deal?" Like, well, Fantastic Four is coming, you know. And I know for a fact I'm not the only one. So you have to make sure whatever they're doing in this future, they can't get too complicated because you're going to start losing a lot of those people going, "Hey, what's going on? Hey, what am I?"
Well,
You
So
got to
who-
stay away
what?
from fan
That's what they.
service.
That's what they
When we-
did
when we-
with all those scenes.
when-
It was fan service. You have to stay away from that.
Yeah, it was fun.
I know. You have
So
to.
Sam,
look back at 2025.
I want to add on to what Sam said earlier about Spider-Man doing good. Spider-Man didn't do good because it's Spider-Man, not because it's a Marvel movie.
Exactly.
So either way, I don't expect
It's
Spider-Man
just
to
another
do
movie.
bad at all. I'm actually looking forward to it, but I just wanted to point that out. I don't think, you know how you're saying we're not gonna have another good Marvel movie until Spider-Man. It's not because of Marvel. It's because Spider-Man, you know, his own name.
Spider-Man.
I would.
They can
Dell,
make a
I would
Hulk
also
movie
argue
every
I will
year
tell
for the
you,
next
though,
10
Spider-Man
years.
did well at the box office, not just because of the IP Spider-Man. I think it does well because of the talent in the movie. I think
True.
larger audiences come out to see Tom Holland and Zendaya and that collective than they do to come out and see Robert Downey Jr. or Chris Evans.
So Dan, what is everybody's thoughts on what Rob Liefeld said about? Oh, not that he said, but he reposted about the younger talent, the male talent, whatever, they don't want to come out on these comic movies anymore. And did you see that?
Well, I mean, but they
No,
did
I
come out
missed
for
that.
Demon Slayer. I mean, not to bring up anime, but it blew out the box office.
Oh, young fans go into the theater. Got
Yeah.
Yeah,
it.
but
Got
young
it.
people are turning towards more young people read anime than they do comics anyway. It's the fastest growing medium in pop culture since 2021. Period. By the numbers,
100%.
by sales.
Yep.
It's just
And I bring that up not because it's a comic book, but it is a book in that genre, manga book.
It's manga.
And so I think people are still coming out for that type of content, but they're just being more picky and choosy about what they're going to go out and see and what they're closer to, right?
Yeah.
I think when you look at Marvel and DC, the younger crowds maybe are not as familiar, but they are familiar with the talent that's playing those characters, like Tom Holland, Zendaya. So they'll gravitate more towards that. Whereas manga is bringing people to the box office for anime shows because the younger crowds are much more in tune with manga than mainstream DC and Marvel.
The thing is, anime right now is just winning the day. It has something for everybody. It's fire. It has something for everybody. More kids are reading manga. Kids are reading manga more so than they are comic books. And
I have watched more anime this year.
I watch
than
more
I've
anime
watched
than
in the
anything
past.
else.
Yeah, and I'm just saying, you know, and I look at the industry in general. And that's why I said in the beginning. I mean, we're talking about movies and like we're talking about 2025 wrap up and we're defining with movies. But I look at it and I go like, you know, there's a lot less now, and hear me out when I say this, a lot less commercialized tactics in the anime manga world than there is in the mainstream DC Marvel world. These friggin' blind bags are getting out of control, right? They're getting out of control.
I knew it was gonna come up. We're not in the state of the comic.
We're not
Comic industry
but
yet, Dan. Calm it down. Don't blow your load yet.
Let me finish. I'm tying it into the movies.
Let him cook.
I'm tying it into the movies only because
How do you go from
That's one-
anime to blind bags like that?
because
That was to you by
because
Blue
when
Chew.
you- when you read- well, let me finish because when you're talking about an anime movie that's grounded in manga, you don't go and buy a comic book that you don't know what you're getting. You're shrouded. You buy it for $12. You get a volume. You read it. You know about it. You live that world, and then you're good. This blind bag
It's
thing
not a
is
fair
not
comparison.
but this blind bag fueling and the way that the mainstream comic book companies are approaching the releases is not making young fans. They're not bringing the young fans in to see these books.
I think
But there-
I don't think blind bag
Comic
has
stores are up
anything to do with
though.
young
I think
fans
it's not the
reading
only
now.
reason. It's definitely a reason. It's not the only
There's not
reason.
enough of them for it to be a reason.
There's a ton of them.
There's not,
My
but
God, everybody's got a blind bag.
I mean,
There's maybe
just
10.
shifting to comics for a second. Like, if you look at, I forgot what it was Comics Beat reported in October that comic shop sales are up 18% year over year, and this year it's because of how
I tell you what brought
We
comic
have-
sales up. Go on.
Well, the industry
Probably the
has
cover price.
catered to the reader in addition to some of the most exciting like things from DC that we've seen in a long time. But digests, so those smaller little digest
The
books
compact.
that
The
DC
DC
has brought
compact.
out, and then Marvel also did those new like they're not treasury, like they're smaller little novels. They are almost manga sized. They have made stories more accessible for young readers, for new readers, and they are topping the sales charts in terms of trades like crazy, and it's bringing those
I
readers
want,
in.
I want
which
an
is
add
exciting.
apples
to
to
that
apples
because-
analysis of the sales that says LCS are doing more revenue. I
I'm gonna
agree
give-
they are, but I think it's
They
because
are.
the books are more expensive, and it's not because people are buying more books.
No, it's this
Well,
is
if
what
they're
it is,
catering to
and I'm
the
going to tell
reader,
you.
the stores that are growing are catering to
Well,
readers, not necessarily collectors. Like they still
you have
do
to cater
that,
to the reader.
but they're capturing
But
young
here's the thing.
readers.
Here's the thing, and I'm going to tell you, and this is something, Sam has heard me say this for 5 years. You have to be able to identify trends before they become trends. It's the reason why I use my business operates in a specific and unique niche. And what I've learned, what I've seen, because I have to analyze these things because I wanted my business to continue to run. What brought in all of these new readers every year, right? And I don't. That's a part of it. But I'm talking about new readers, people who have come in to the shop this year and at halfway through last year. What brought them in? People who never read comic books,
Absolutely.
right? I'm going to tell you, and I'm gonna. Really, what it is we are at a point in time where the mainstream, and I'm not talking about comics, the mainstream media, the pop culture media, has been impacted by comics and anime in a way that it has never been, probably since the 80s, right? And because of that,
Yep.
and I'll give you an example. Last year, I had people coming in for Star Wars who never read a comic because Disney
The
Plus put
series.
Star Wars shows on Disney Plus, and people were at home watching them with their families. So kids came in and wanted the whole run of Mandalorian. They wanted the whole run of Ahsoka Tano because they sat on a couch and they watched it with their families, so they wanted it. I have a girl named Kate who comes in every time Marvel puts out a Disney Plus TV show. Scarlet Witch, she comes in. Can you got any Scarlet Witch? She's never going to collect comics, but she wants to read about Scarlet Witch because she watched a TV show. I had a guy come in and buy a Magic 1 in 100 #1 because he runs Magic as his main in Marvel Rivals. I have people coming in asking for Invincibles, and I'm like, you're never going to find Invincibles. But I have this Battle Beast because they watched Invincibles on Amazon Prime and they fell in love with it.
Right,
I have people
right.
coming in asking for Transformers, G.I. Joe in the Energon universe. I have people who will never read any other comic, but they want absolute Batman and absolute Martian Manhunter.
I didn't know who Battle Beast was until I saw the cartoon.
And it's because mainstream media is causing people to walk into comic shops. They may not become collectors, but I want to read who Jeff the Landshark is because he was the most popular character in Marvel Rivals. And as a matter of fact, I'll buy the Rival series. Or I want the EC horror. I get so many people who don't read comics that just come in for EC horror books. And these things are bringing people in. They may not become collectors. They may not buy everything on the shelf, but every once in a while they say, you know what, I want to try that Spider-Man Noir.
You have a very strong point, Ish, because if I was a reader, I like Battle Beast. I like that character on TV. I would want to know more about him. So where's his first appearance? I want to know his origin. Where does he come from? What does he do? What else does he do? It does have that mystique to, like, I want to know more about these characters that I'm seeing on TV that I like. But if it wasn't for the cartoon, if it wasn't for the TV shows, people just wouldn't know about this stuff. So they wouldn't go run to the LCSs and want more.
But can I just add here just what I'm reading again, just doing quick search via AI. Comic shops using Comic Hub reported about a 27% increase year over year, right? 27%. That's pretty substantial. If you keep reading, it says general inflation and rising production costs have pushed cover prices and average transaction sizes up, which boosts revenue, even if the unit counts are flat or only slightly higher. So the point I'm simply trying to make here is that, revenue is up because things cost more. It's not because
but what you read is not the evidence. It's not the evidence that supports an argument that the revenue is up because it costs more. That doesn't say that. You can make that assumption, but that is not evidence that is the case.
They
It doesn't
also say
discount that people. It doesn't discount that people are coming in
well,
buying
that's just one possibility. The other one says similar trends in TCGs and collectibles spill over into LCS revenue, since many shops now rely on cards and collectibles alongside comics. So again, it's not like comics themselves are reinvigorating the revenue streams of these comic shops.
You can't. That's not a fair statement based upon what you read. That's not. You can't say it's not like comics are doing it, because you're not reading something that discounts the evidence that comic sales are up because new people are buying comics.
No, it does recognize. No, for sure. I mean, it recognizes that Gen Z is coming out now. I mean, it says.
Yeah, but your statement is saying it's not like people are buying. That's literally what you said.
No, I'm reading what it says here. It says cover prices and average transaction sizes are up.
No. What I'm saying is your position after you read it was specifically it's not like comic sales are up because that's
no. That's not what I said. I said revenue is up, but it's not because they're selling more books. It's because things cost more and they have to spend more to get their books.
But what you read doesn't lead to that conclusion. It doesn't lead to no. What you read doesn't lead to the conclusion that they aren't selling more books.
That's exactly what it's saying.
No. It says that revenue is up, costs are up, so there is inflation, but it doesn't say that they also are not selling more books.
No, it says general inflation and rising production costs have pushed cover prices and average transaction sizes up, which boosts revenue, even if the unit counts are flat or slightly higher.
But it doesn't discount. It doesn't at all discount or state that retailers are not selling more books.
Yeah, that's more of a general statement that you're reading, Dan. It's not saying any real evidence. It's just like that's a possibility.
It doesn't lead to the conclusion that they're also not selling more books.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, again, this is all. This is just my conjecture, and then I'm following it up with some quick. I mean, I didn't do like a deep dive data analysis. Right. I'm just saying.
Let's bottom line. Are the younger generation reading more comics?
So let me add on to that. I want to add on that I'm always on TikTok, and there's these 17 to 20.
Let me just say something, because the question is: are sales up or is revenue up? Right?
Both, isn't it?
Well, there's a difference. Sales units moved.
No, I mean sales is like count of books sold by units, or is revenue dollars?
Specific units move versus revenue, right? Because revenue doesn't have to, based upon AI. Based upon what that says, it doesn't have to be revenue. It doesn't have to be units moved, right? It has to be right. So that's, you know what I mean. You can't discount one.
So we're gonna move on from there right now because it's gonna go forever. I'm gonna add what I wanted to say is on TikTok. There's people that talk about comics. Lately, a lot of these younger folks are talking about Absolute Batman, right? Maybe it's my thing, right? Maybe it's just my feed, but I've been seeing a lot of, have y'all caught up to this this one right here? He does this, he does that. I'm surprised at how much I see on TikTok now, right?
The latest pop in Absolute Batman prices started after Absolute Batman Annual #1 came out, because
Penguin didn't go
mean,
down,
Diamond did. Some of those TikToks about Batman fighting white supremacists went viral. Like blew up. I had people who don't read books, like employees of mine, just asking me, yo, are you reading this Batman story where he's fighting like white supremacists and he like lit them on fire? And I go, oh yeah, dude, if you're not reading this, you have to. So then I tell them the premise about Batman growing up in like, you know, Crime Alley and, you know, the Narrows, and they're like, wait, what? I have to read this. And it's just so interesting to see their reaction, and it's a more relatable Batman, especially when you think about the state of the economy and stuff. Like, Batman's a rich dude, typically. Like, he's way more relatable in the Absolute line, and he's way more brutal and vicious. I mean, to go with the numbers, like the Absolute universe sold over 8.2 million units in total. And Absolute Batman issue 15. Granted, it's the first appearance of Absolute Joker, but the orders were over 300,000 copies. That is
so. Why is it so? Why is it okay? Hold on. So why is it so damn expensive? But there's so many of them out there.
I mean, they're wasn't necessarily. I mean,
it's
Absolute
FOMO.
Batman #1 had supposedly 400,000 copies, but I mean,
It's FOMO.
it,
Yeah, I haven't read
Diamond
it.
going down didn't impact comic sales at all. Diamond went down because they had shady business dealings with the publishers. It was their practices were really poor. Their shipping standards were really poor. Cost a lot of money, and publishers left Diamond.
Caesar,
It didn't hurt sales at all.
Your question is, why is the value of something like Absolute Batman 1 continuing to climb, even though there's so many printed? Is that what you just said?
Yeah.
I think it's
Yeah.
FOMO. It's FOMO. I mean, people just want the first
Oh,
print.
okay, so that being said, let me ask you guys across. This is for the whole panel.
see, I don't know
It's
if
not FOMO.
Absolute Batman is
Hold-
FOMO though. It's been in demand.
It's,
since
it's,
it
and
came out.
that's the problem.
It was
Demand
typically
is
like a
higher
$50
than
$40
what's
But
allowed.
why is it in demand?
If there's
People can get the
400,000,
trade and read it.
but people want
because Batman's
if there's
relatable.
No, no, I
400,000
understand the story is great, but why is that issue in demand? Because
hold on,
people didn't have it and they want it.
yeah, but
FOMO.
here's the thing. But here's the thing. That's not how market increase works, right? Not just on FOMO. So there's 350,000 copies sold in circulation. There's not enough to meet the actual demand, which is greater than that 350,000 copies. So it goes back to print, and that print sells out. And that print is in cover price. And it goes back in print to continue to meet the demand. And then just 10 prints now.
But hang on a second. With the greatest respect, Ish, Sam said he tells people about Batman, Absolute Batman story. They get enticed. They want to read it, right? That is different than what is jacking first print issue 1 of Absolute Batman up.
It's inaccessible.
What's jacking that one up is because FOMO. People can't get the first print of that book. They can read the story any which way they want to, but they can't get that first issue. And so because they can't get it anymore and they want it, they've missed out. They now are the price goes
So
up and
if
up.
they've
and up.
missed out, it's not fear of missing out. It increased because of inaccessibility.
Yeah, I wanted to.
So
I haven't
right?
gotten the first cover either, and I don't want it. So Sam, you want to send me a comic? Send me that one.
In demand.
That's so many.
So this is my question to you guys.
Ish and I were on
This
that
is
from
everybody.
the jump.
What's
This is
that?
for the whole panel.
I'm with you,
Hold
Anna.
on. This is for the whole panel. Is Batman, Absolute Batman #1 first print going to sustain in that price? Is it going to keep going up, or will it eventually have a drop?
So it's a $400 to $450 9.8. I think after it settles a bit, it'll be a $200 buck.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. Are we all going that, or is this going to be a $1,000 book?
No. I got a bunch of them, and I can't imagine.
I think that the
Turn it over,
San
Dan.
Diego Comic Con Ashcan, that's a foil, which is the first appearance technically, that could sustain at $1,000 plus books.
Yeah, all you gotta
double-sided.
do is add what not in the back of that book, and it'll go up.
So I think
mean,
Absolute Batman
it's-
had the potential to be
It's rare.
7, 8.
Like that Ashcan is rare as all hell.
So I think
It was only given out at SDCC. It's a foil copy, full size of that Ashcan. Raw, it was selling for $350 a couple months ago. It's a $700 plus
Are you
book.
talking
and
the
then-
Dragotta minimum foil variant? Is that what you're talking about?
No,
It's an
it is a
Ashcan.
San Diego Comic Con Absolute Batman foil Ashcan. It is a double sign by Snyder and Dragotta in a 9.8. It's a $2,000 plus book.
so. Absolute Batman #1 had the potential by itself to be a $700-800 9.8 that would drop. The thing is, right, and this is kind of how FOMO works, as people were talking about. There are 2 books that are equally as important, have a lower print run, and people are kind of that kind of have the potential to suppress it. That being All In #1, and that being Absolute Evil #1, right? Like All In #1 at the end of the
All in
day
#1 is the
is
book.
the book.
Wait a
It's
minute. Why is
evil.
All in One the book?
It's first appearance,
It
first
is
cover appearance.
Their first
of all of
appearance, Wonder Woman, Superman, and Batman in
Mm-hmm.
Significantly lower circulated.
it is now a $200 9.8, I believe I saw it going for, but it's a
Are
$30,
you talking about
$35
the
raw
DC All
book.
in Special #1?
DC
Yeah.
All in Special, the one that has one cover with the mainstream Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, and then when you flip it onto the other side, it's the absolute versions. And then it meets in the middle, and it's the reveal of the Dark Legion from Dark
It's
Side.
interesting, right? So when people say that
It keeps everything up.
there are way too many copies of a book, for a book to sustain a certain value. I don't necessarily disagree, but I always have the counter argument that Amazing Spider-Man 300 and New Mutants 98, one of the most common keys.
You're right.
The most
You're right.
common keys,
This-
but yet
This does have potential.
like there are so many New Mutants 98
Yeah.
printed. There were so many Amazing Spider-Man 300 printed, and yet go try to get a
And you know
98
what? And you know
Of
what?
which-
When
of which
Absolute
book
Batman
is?
number
Which
one
book?
came out,
of
19
Amazing Spider-Man 300 and New Mutants 98. I mean,
and when Absolute Batman number
so
one
many.
came out, it sold out that week. Like they were hard to find from the jump.
So,
They were hard. To
so
find.
I feel like everybody's right. It's gonna go down. It's to be $100 book, $200 book, whatever.
yo, awesome.
I feel. Hold on.
Kicking it with
Hold
you,
on.
Jeremy.
I feel in 10
Thanks a
or
lot,
15
Jeremy.
years they're gonna make an absolute Batman movie. That's when this book is gonna skyrocket again.
They're gonna make an animated cartoon within the next 2 years.
I feel like this Batman is possible
I
to
agree with
create like a real live action though, right?
Yeah.
Because it's not.
Imagine a like
adult animated is the way to go
mature
right now.
Netflix
True.
buying WB, like just hard hitting Absolute Batman.
Rated R,
animated
straight up.
series.
Adult animated is the way to go right now. Invincible's kind of
It would
showing
be
the world that.
wild. You're
Not
right.
on
Wait,
Netflix.
J Rob's the only one who hasn't talked. What are you saying, J Rob?
Not on Netflix. Not on Netflix.
What do you
Because
mean not on
Netflix is
Netflix?
known for only because they're known for starting something and they start strong, and then it'll be at the height of its popularity, and then they just stop.
Yeah, but if it goes to Paramount, we're gonna get absolute dog
Absolutely right.
No, I'm not saying
What-
those. I'm saying not Netflix either, though. Because Netflix,
So you
they're
think
known for just leaving stuff out there.
What's
Well,
the latest?
Well, here's the thing. If it goes to Netflix, right, where Netflix will probably debut it on HBO Max, which is the
It-
platform
it-
they'll probably
it-
use.
What's the latest on the Netflix with the Warner Brothers thing? Is it still on a stalemate?
I don't think there's been any update.
TGC right now is still TGC is still the main comic book company. No matter what PSA might be coming into it, TGC is
Yeah,
the gold standard.
It
just to
says-
answer your question, CGC is
what
going
I
to be
read-
CGC.
What I see here, Caesar, it says Warner Brothers Discovery remains on track with its planned $82.7 billion deal to sell its studio and streaming assets to Netflix, following a separation of its global networks division expected in Q3 of 2026. The board is set to reject
And they're
Paramount
expected to.
reject Paramount
there you go.
Skydance's latest 108.3. I mean that tells you everything, right? It
Yeah.
tells you everything. If the board is rejecting a $108 billion deal in favor of an $82 billion deal because they see the future and they're like, we know it will die on the vine with one place and it has a potential growth opportunity in another place.
True.
Sam's 100% right. It would die in Paramount.
They don't care if
well-
they're selling it. They don't care if it dies.
I mean, you don't want to like just kill all your IP, because
So I'm gonna tell you right
they
now.
stand to
and
gain
I
more
gotta-
with
I
the
gotta-
stocks
I
that they're
gotta-
going
I
to
gotta
get
clear
from
this
the
up because people are having a
acquisition.
confusion here. They are buying the media wing. They are not buying the Batman.
Tell
IP.
them again.
They're not buying the Superman IP. They're not buying the Wonder
No.
Woman IP.
not publishing.
Right. They're not buying the actual IP.
No,
They're buying
they're
the
buying
rights.
the media,
Right.
like
Just to be clear,
content rights.
those
Yep.
IPs are not for sale.
No,
Hey guys, so I gotta go. It was good hopping on
Happy
before the
New
year
Year,
ends. I love
Yeah, Dale.
talking. It was fun.
Happy New Year, Dell.
Happy New Year, guys. See y'all next
Hey,
year.
happy New Year to you, man.
See you, Dale.
Appreciate
Take
you.
care
you
of
later.
Taco Bell.
All right, pal.
Oh, Taco
Okay,
Bell.
so
Take care of Taco
Itch,
Bell.
it says included assets. You might be right. I don't know. I'm just going to read you what it says here. Warner Brothers Pictures and Film Studios, full production division, including theatrical releases, extensive film library, Harry Potter, Wizard of Oz, blah, 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 blah. And DC Comics universe
Game of
properties
Thrones.
like Batman and Superman.
DC
HBO and
Comics
HBO
Universe
Max.
is the film. The film.
Yeah. HBO and HBO Max. Premium
Film and
content library
animation.
for Game of Thrones, stuff like that. DC Studios.
Yep.
Key franchises for films, series and potential gaming tie-ins.
Mhm.
So
That's
But they won't
Oh yeah,
own the
games
IP.
too. I forgot about that.
They'll own the
Games.
licenses for games and films.
sure.
But they
That's
won't
good
actually
enough.
own the IP that is Superman. Because the IP that is Superman is actually more valuable than like you long term.
But it says key franchises. What would be included without the IP?
Yeah, they're because it's
No,
a
no,
media
you don't.
franchise, right?
You
So-
can make
so-
movies, series. You don't, but you don't own
You don't own the
that
IP.
Superman property. That is not
Right,
yours.
like
Honestly, like-
Sony owns the license to do Spider-Man, but they don't own the IP. Right, Disney owns the IP of Spider-Man, the
Mhm.
intellectual
Correct.
property. Because the
Yeah,
IP of
yeah.
Superman,
Well,
Batman, and Wonder Woman alone is, over the course of a century, hundreds of millions of dollars
Yeah.
in merchandise
What-
and
Okay.
you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hear
Cups
it,
and
I hear
you know what I
it, I hear
mean?
Yeah.
If I bring it back to our initial topic of like rounding out 2025 and what we're looking forward to like in the future, it's probably not going to be 2026, but
Mhm.
I think the landscape of all superhero content will change if Netflix gets a hold of DCIP, and it is exciting, like really
I said this
exciting.
many shows ago,
What could
Sam,
come next.
that I think live action superhero movies are going the way of the dodo. I think between leaks and budgets and spoilers and all these things, animation is the future. It's just where it is. I mean, you're seeing that.
Well,
What's going to happen? You're going to see
look
less.
at the Netflix anime success.
Yeah,
Dan.
I agree.
They
Especially with
take
AI,
anime
AI
seriously.
running around doing. We have
Yeah.
AI actors now. You have,
Listen,
like,
I
literally there's an
I
AI
have.
actor that has an Instagram.
It's sad for me to say, but I have seen some AI stuff that you're going like, oh, is this a lost scene? And you're like, oh, wait a minute, it's AI.
Yeah,
Because that shit's getting.
social media anymore.
that
I see a
shit
video
is
of
That's
an
why like,
getting-
I don't even bother looking at the leaks until
I'm with you, Tam.
You know,
It's
I
something
get it.
confirmed,
I
it's a
can't.
waste of my damn
up,
time.
I can't. What's up, Charlie?
Gotta
Charlie,
get you on the stream again, man.
as a matter of fact, Charlie,
I
I've
love
been meaning to
kicking
talk
it
to you.
One time we kicked
What's
it,
up,
man.
Charlie?
Charlie, expect a text from me next year because I've been meaning to bring you on for next
He
year.
means
So we're
next
gonna
week.
Next year, so
shit,
next week.
Yeah.
That's
Expect
this
it from me
week.
next week. So this is my thing is what's going to be the movie of the year next year? Is it going to be Spider-Man? Is that
Supergirl.
what everyone's kind of looking or Supergirl?
I don't think it's gonna be Supergirl because I think, to be honest, I want it to be Supergirl. I would like Supergirl to be great, but I didn't like the trailer. I thought the trailer was meh, but I'm glad the trailer was meh because that means hopefully you're gonna leave a lot of good stuff in the film and you didn't blow your wad on the trailer. But I think people want to hate on DC right now and DC films. I think they want to.
I
Like
think the
Roddy
better
Piper.
stories are coming out of DC.
The better what?
Stories.
We only have evidence. We
Movies
only
wise.
have one example.
No, I'm not talking just about movies. I'm talking about if you look at DC overall, like books, movies. I think the better stories are coming out of DC as compared to, like, look at DC's Absolute Universe. Look at Marvel's Ultimate Universe. It's a tale of two cities. I mean, Absolute is phenomenal,
I mean,
and it's
Ultimate
tied
Ultimate is
in.
pretty great.
Look at
Ultimate's pretty great.
Ultimate's okay. It's
Yeah.
not bad, but it's not like Absolute. And I'm even looking at like fringe stories. Like, and I'm a little bit partial to Tom King, but something as off in the margin like Trinity. That 6-issue run was beautiful.
You mean Tom Taylor?
Tom King.
Oh, or Trinity and Wonder Woman. But those are the two best written books in DC. and
But
have been
there's a
for
lot
long
of
time.
other ones that are just like that. Like I read the Nightwing run by Tom Taylor, and
Yeah,
that's
but that was a
beautiful.
long time ago. That was 3 years ago.
Yeah, fair. But I'm just saying there are better stories coming out of DC. I
Well,
can't.
DC's terrible. They
Neither
just
one
happen
is-
to people are talking about them because of
exciting.
Absolute and KO, which are doing really great and are
So,
actually
so
really
do
great.
you think if Absolute did not come out or KO came out,
DC would still
DC
be
will
as
be
terrible as it
good.
is.
DC
DC's
would be
terrible.
DC?
Look at the new Batman book. It's terrible. Like what we doing?
Let me ask you guys. Do you
Look at
think
the Hush
with the
storyline?
new-
It was terrible.
Yeah, I'll
Do
give
you
it to you. Hush
guys-
wasn't good, but Hush was never good. It
Awful.
wasn't good the first time.
That's-
it came out.
That's funny
Oh.
because I would hear people say how much they like Hush. I guess
so
it's,
late.
it's
Oh, he didn't kill him. No, he killed him. No, he
Right
didn't
now,
kill him.
Marvel's
He did
putting
it.
out
Hush
the best
didn't do it. I
Spider-Man
did
book
it.
it's put out since Volume 2, which is saying a lot, especially if you ask Sam, because
So
Marvel
let's-
just hate Spider-Man fans.
Spider-Man
let's
has been-
that's a good segue. So let's talk about these blind bags things.
Whoa, hold on.
And
Hold on. We forgot about a movie. You said what is going to be the movie that's going to stand out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the
Spider-Man.
other one?
Well, we've
I said
got
Spider-Man.
Mandalorian is coming out in theaters.
Oh.
Mandalorian-
Will it
Mandalorian's
do well, or is Star
tough.
Wars dead?
Mandalorian's
And
gonna
you
be
know,
tough.
you know what might
Star Wars
beat
ain't
them
never
all though?
been.
I think Disney is going to beat them all with animated films this year. Again,
Mandalorian's gonna be tough.
they'll top because Toy
Mandalorian,
Story's
you're
up
right. Mandalorian, but
there.
see,
And we get
Toy
a
Story's
Mario
old
movie,
hat.
too. We get a Mario.
See, that's old hat. That's
Mario killed it.
I'm not.
I mean, I'm looking for things like Ready Player 2. You know what I mean? I think I don't know if it's
The
gonna blow out
Odyssey
the
will
box
be the-
office, but
The best.
Yeah,
Now
the
the
Odyssey.
Odyssey, see
Quality
the Odyssey.
film, I think.
I'm looking for the Odyssey. So let me. I'm going to say Spider-Man because it's Spider-Man. The way to kind of to echo what Dale said earlier. Spider-Man because it's Spider-Man, just like Charlie said.
Yeah, fair.
That's
I
what's
think
going to
it's a good
be.
guess.
We've been we haven't had a Spider-Man film since the Mysterio thing, so it's like I
I'll be
think
honest,
it's time,
I'm kind of
right?
angry about what I'm
I
hearing
think-
about
I
Spider-Man,
think
though. Like,
if I have to-
we were supposed to get a street level Spider-Man separate from MCU, and now I'm just hearing Punisher, Hulk, like all these rumors of like it being steeped
Rachel
in,
Summers.
Yeah,
steeped
yeah,
in all
exactly.
of
That's what I
these
mean.
characters again. Like, give me a break. Give me a Spidey movie.
I'm going to tell you, I'm going to go on a limb, and we won't know till the end of the year because I think it's slated. It's right now on schedule for like December of next year. But Apothecary Diaries movie is going to hit in December, and I think
Oh my
that's going to
God, what a great series!
it's gonna do like what Demon Slayer did
You think so?
So wait a minute. Hold
in
on.
that orbit. Not probably as great, but in that orbit.
Didn't we have?
Can't sleep on Hunger Games next year.
Oh, you could sleep on Hunger Games.
You
So
can't.
let me
Dune
ask
is
you
next
guys.
year. Ish.
Dune Messiah is going to be the one I'm
Dune
probably the
is
only
like-
one I go to see.
It's like
Did it-
Dune and Doomsday are at the same time, I believe.
Yeah.
I'm
Hey,
good. I'm good.
ask me. Am I wrong? Didn't we have a bet here going on?
No.
Yeah, we
Did
have
we
a
have a-
bet. We
Yeah,
have a
yeah,
bet
the
about
cameo for
cameo
Lobo.
appearances for
Oh,
Lobo.
it was a
We gotta
cameo
include-
pitch for Lobo.
We gotta
Five
ask
minutes.
J-Rob
I
and
wasn't, I
Ish.
wasn't in it. I wasn't.
You
in
got to
it.
get into it though.
Oh,
So
okay, all
the
right.
Under
bet-
5 minutes, Lobo.
the bet
Under 5 minutes.
was it under? Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be a buddy cop film.
Will Lobo be in the film?
More than
For
5
more than
minutes.
5
More than
minutes.
5
It's under
minutes.
5 minutes.
Yes.
Over and under.
I
Yes.
said 20 minutes, right?
yes. But 20 minutes is a long time.
He
I
won't be
know.
in there for 20 minutes.
Is a lot. Beetlejuice.
Did I say 15 or
Bill-
20?
Bill
Dale?
Murray
was
Someone
only
wrote
in-
this
You
down.
said
Bill
15.
Murray was
I said
only in the
15.
first Beetlejuice.
I said
for
I said
a total
15 minutes.
of 7 minutes,
Michael Keaton?
and it seemed like he was in the whole movie. Yeah, Michael Keaton.
That's not Bill Murray.
Jason Momoa will not be in for 5 minutes of that Supergirl movie.
So
I think
that-
Jason
that was-
Momoa, I think it's going to be a buddy cop film.
Okay, all right. So I
Yeah,
think
but are
I
you
think
over
Dan-
or under 5 minutes ish?
I'm over 5 minutes.
Over.
How about
J-Rob.
you? How about you, J. Rob? But tell us the
Over.
sign language. 'Cause oh, you okay? Cool. Now I think Dan
Over.
is the only
Dan is
one. Yeah,
Under.
Dan's the only one.
Five
Out
or
of the
under.
whole
5
group.
minutes or under.
He said he's gonna be 5 minutes or under.
He's gonna be in the theater with his phone out, texting us.
You're gonna hear me
Yeah,
go, oh, like a scream in the theater.
that's fucking funny. Okay. So
Teaser, I'll be looking at my watch, 4:45, 4:50, like, no.
What? That's it. It's just a gentleman's bet.
Yes.
yeah, it's a gentleman's bet. It's a gentleman's bet. So let's. I want to talk about these blind bags, ultimate blind bag shit. That it's like the last thing I heard for that's going to round out the year 2025
Caesar.
of
In
BS.
the blind bag, in the ultimate endgame blind bags, I
Mhm.
went on Whatnot to my boy Chris in Texas, that boy Chris, and he got a couple of them and he was ripping them, right?
Mhm.
So he was selling them, just doing auctions. I got them for pretty much cover price.
Okay, but hold on, Dan. Before
rip 'em?
hold on. What are we looking for in these blind bags?
You're looking for
there-
original sketches. So
Yeah.
there's a ton. There's an artist named Josh Cassaro who's an amazing current X-Men artist who did
Amazing. Cassara's
50
amazing.
sketches alone. But I saw 4 sketches, I believe, by Robert Downey Jr.,
Yeah, they were terrible.
signed by Robert Downey Jr.,
Okay.
which is kind of crazy. You're looking for
All
Pete
right.
Tomoko
But here's the
Him
original
thing.
art.
as
Here's
Iron
the
Man
thing.
and him as
Okay.
Dr. Doom.
Even if you
Yeah.
get them, they'll be rare and they'll be amazing,
Oh yeah,
but they'll suck because
every book that I've seen getting taken out of these bags,
The sketches
gotta-
are damaged.
they're damaged. Yeah, they're
The
like they're,
sketches are damaged.
what I don't hear you. What they are
The
or they are
sketches
not?
aren't damaged. The sketches weren't bagged in the slip cases
I watched
by
the
the
show
machine. They were
and
put it.
I seen any
the
damaged
sketches-
books.
The
Every
sketches.
book this guy pulled, spine
Yeah,
tip.
all mine are
bend.
damaged. All mine are damaged, but someone pulled a sketch and it's not damaged because you have to assume that. So the reason why we're concluding the damages happened because we've taken the same amount of books that didn't come in blind bags. Like I took all my Momoko covers that didn't come in blind bags and I compared them to the ones that did, and the only difference is these covers didn't have the sleeve that they put on it before they put it in the blind bag.
The cardboard, like the light
It's
cardboard.
not
overlap.
cardboard; it's just paper.
Paper. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So this was generally, as I was talking to my Penguin rep, they were mass produced and done by a machine. So every time a machine took a book, put it in the sleeve, they must have pressed down too hard because they caused 4 spine ticks in between the staples where the sleeve
and in some
has
cases
a
they
gap.
get stapled.
Yeah, where the sleeve has the gap, and the regular covers don't have that.
Yep.
So it's not the blind bag, the process of putting it back, because it's actually the loosest blind bag to date.
No,
Like, you
but
can
it's
shake the
what's
whole book
in
around in the
it's
bag.
What they put in the bag. That's the
It's
problem.
it's not that they put it in the bag. So obviously there was a machine that took a piece of paper, took a book,
it
put it on a
wrapped the
book,
book.
folded the paper. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
every one of those, but that didn't happen with the sketches.
Mm.
The sketches didn't get
Yeah,
put
'cause
on
the
the
sketches
machine.
were
And,
transferred by
these
hand,
sketches,
Right.
bagged.
and,
Yeah.
and these sketches are OAs. They're one of
They're
ones.
original
yeah,
art.
one of
Yeah,
These
that's-
original pieces of art.
Yep.
And there's exclusive ratios in there as well.
Okay. So people, so from what I'm getting, because I know that I actually asked Big Clutch to come on tonight, and he unfortunately already had plans. I'm planning to bring him on next year. He also was like, my shit's damaged. So what's Marvel doing? Are they kind of like
No word
"Mm."
yet. No word
So
yet.
I've had
Yeah,
word
they're
Oh, what you got?
awaiting word from Marvel.
I've had
I
word
believe.
because I'm a retailer. So I claimed my damages first thing Monday morning because I have 500 copies, right? So
They're all damaged-ish, all 500.
Well, I'm not going to open 500 copies
Uh,
because that's irresponsible to my customers.
right. How many did you open? How many did you open?
I opened now 40. I opened some on my live stream tonight while I
How
was
many
selling
Scotty
them
Youngs
just
did
for
you get?
fun.
30.
No, 3, I think, but there's a ton of them. So here's the thing. First of all, I want to say, big whoop, man. People need to get out their feelings over this, man. It's
Yep.
the first time Marvel did it. Marvel
Exactly.
is going to fix it. It's like
Think
it's
about how
nice.
many big
like-
hits they put in it. Like
Right,
they're doing it pretty well.
Yeah, Marvel's gonna fix it. And here's the thing. It's beyond your control. Like you can't control it. So
Yep.
what you gonna do? You're gonna make
No, I
a
mean, you
ton of
can't do anything
videos and
but,
cry
like,
about?
what-
Not you.
No,
I'm
but,
talking about
you-
like
But if you didn't cry about it, Marvel wouldn't do anything.
no.
Like,
What I
Marvel's
mean is
reacting to the
hold
vitriol.
on. What I mean is people are making videos and they're shitting on Marvel like Marvel isn't
Oh yeah.
one of the best produced, highest quality publishing companies in
Yeah,
comics and
yep.
have been historically so.
Yeah.
And so when mine came in, I'm like, okay, I pre-sold it. I have 500 copies. I pre-sold 90% of that.
Yeah,
I'm
but
thinking to
don't you think in this day and age, QC 101 says if you're going to do something like that, where again, it's not the process of bagging, it's the process of the sleeve that the majority of these books go into, right?
Yo, I 100%.
Why
I'm
wouldn't
with you.
test run them and see if the process is good?
I'm 100. I'm 100. I talk with other retailers. A very close friend of mine, and he was like, you would think they would have test run 100, another 100. So then it begs the question: how many got released before they caught it, if at
Yeah.
all? Right. So at the end of the day, I give them grace. I'm not gonna trip over it
Oh
because
yeah.
it's not something that Marvel is known to do, and they'll fix it, right? And so I messaged my rep. I email them directly every Monday morning at 8:30 with my damages, and then they called me, and they said to me, "Hey, we're right now in this transition because Penguin goes on. They leave for Christmas." And he was like, so it's like this really big fiasco where, we're gone until many of them are gone till the 2nd. and we're finding out, we're well aware of it. Everyone claimed their damages, which retailers are supposed to do. We're talking to Marvel, and what Marvel is going to figure out. This is what they told me. They just sent me an email today, which is why I opened 40 more on my live stream tonight. They're like, can you send us some pictures so we can send them directly to Marvel? Because Marvel is not responsible, contrary to what people believe. It's the printer who Marvel contracts.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
Marvel is going to make the printer foot this bill.
Yeah.
And they're going to rectify it. How they rectify it is the question, because do they make everybody return them? Well, here's the problem. So many people have already sold them. People have found sketches, right? So in order for them to do a return and a full re-release with new sketches, they would need 100% of retailers who ordered them to return 100% of product. Because if not, they water down the sketches. They water down those one-of-ones that are already disseminated. So they're going to have to figure out, do they let everyone keep what they have, take a credit, open up your bags, tear the covers off, show us pictures of the covers torn off? Because they're not going to want us to send them back because they have to pay for that. You know what I mean? They already shipped to us for free. We don't pay for shipping. Penguin free shipping, right? So they're not going to want us to send them back. So what do? Do they say, okay, we'll give you a credit for everyone who claims a total number of copies and sends covers, and we're just going to replace the whole quantity, and we're going to pay these artists $500 a pop to do however many more sketches, totally unique in new sketches, and put in there? It's a dilemma that they're going to have to figure out, but they will.
I think you should send me 10 blind bags, Ish.
I can't do it. I would send you 10 good blind bags, but I can't in good consciousness send you books that I know are potentially damaged.
Who cares? Send them to me. I'll pay for them.
Can't do it.
I'll assume the risk.
Right now they asked retailers not to sell them. So if they're selling them, cool. But Penguin specifically,
They did ask the retailers not to sell.
them.
They did ask the retailers not to sell Gretchen Felkner Moss's Red Hood, but Sam and I have a copy. So
that joke is kind of lost.
No. When they pulled the Red Hood,
there's no joke actually.
There's no joke.
Okay.
There's no joke. I'm just saying, where there's a will, there's a way. I mean, I don't care. You tell me 10, I'm not going to hold you accountable. I know.
But they as a retailer, and I try to respect. I talked to my rep Peter, and he asked me. He was like, "Yeah, so just hold them. We're asking you not to sell them." So I didn't fill any pre-sales. I just made an announcement to my people and let them know it. I'm just not going to sell it.
500 of them. Holy moly.
So there's this thing. Then we're basically saying, if Marvel was to do this again, they're sure going to make sure they are damn sure they will not allow this to happen again.
The best thing that Marvel can do right now with
Words
this
are
fiasco,
hard.
to be honest, as much as people aren't going to like it,
Fuck, man. I think I did have a stroke.
The best thing that they can do, the most cost-effective thing, is to just give everybody a credit and ask them to tear covers off and just pull the plug on it.
Would you tear the covers off though if you get a credit? Would you ruin all those books?
Well, the credit is going to be dependent upon you showing them that you tore the covers off.
You got to
show 500 torn covers.
Yeah, I've done it before with Berserker. When I wanted whatever I didn't sell of Berserker, we had remember
Oh, I remember that rip party.
Yeah, we had a rip party because if you wanted Boom used to be really good about, which I don't know how they do it. I'm glad Penguin is with them now, but Boom used to be really good about after like 90 days, whatever you didn't sell out of, they put out a list that you can just get a refund for. Whatever you didn't sell out is a list, and if you meet the conditions, if it's this book and you have 50 left, they'll refund you. But they want you to tear the cover off and show that you tore the cover off, and they'll give you a credit for it. And Berserker was one of those books, Berserker #1. And we had what, Sam, at the 3D, like 2,000.
There were so many.
Tore them covers off and got the refund.
No kidding. What's the benefit of that?
Tearing the covers off?
No, not to tear the covers off, but they come after they say, whatever you didn't sell, we'll give you credit. Just tear.
I don't know. I don't know what the benefit is.
Why do they do that?
I don't know. DC does it too.
Well, it's the
Marvel
same.
does it too.
It's almost the same thing where they make books returnable.
Yeah, yeah. Literally, when you go to order books, some books will say fully returnable if you order this many amount. If you order 20, it's fully returnable.
Yep.
Meaning whatever you don't sell, you can just return.
Yep.
You can just get credit, and that means just get a credit, and they may ask you to tear the cover off.
Don't tear the if you tear covers off that Black Cat #7 from Adam Hughes, send me the covers.
In many cases, they don't. The only time I'll tear covers off voluntarily, I would do it voluntarily because I'm cool with my reps, is if I have a ton of damages,
Such a
like
shame, though.
a high
Tearing them
quantity.
books off.
I'll tear the
Okay, a
cover
lot
off.
of people are tearing the covers off Absolute Batman's
What's up,
Yeah.
Brian?
to get an A cover.
to make A covers because DC's retarded. Sorry, I don't
what-
mean to use that word.
What
They
what's the chase on these?
I kind of love that
Spears?
DC does that. I think it's nice.
What's
What
the chase on these
about
Spears
the cover?
blind
What are
bags?
they doing there? I didn't follow.
You know, you collect DC, so every DC book that's not cover A, the other covers are just placed over cover A.
Yeah, right.
So people are just making B covers A covers.
And there's no way to tell that if you do it. Like theoretically, you could take the cover off, send it to CGC, and get a
It's,
cover.
it's the same book. Doesn't matter. So
They used
like
to
this-
do it where they
this
didn't.
Batman #5
Mhm.
variant that's
Yeah,
coming
yeah.
out, and then there's the A cover.
Yeah, right.
Now,
So-
DC,
There's
But it's
nothing
it's
preventing me from tearing this book. This
What's holding that front cover on there, though?
Staples.
Staples.
No, but I mean the back, the counter page of that is the
no,
back
it's
end of that book.
it's the
No.
same.
It's the A cover.
Yeah.
What is holding the variant cover on that book? Just a staple?
The staple.
No, it's another wrap,
It's just a wrap.
and
It's
it's
in a staple.
stapled on.
Oh,
You
so you're
take-
saying
you
you
take
just
that
remove
entire
that?
wrap off.
You just remove
If-
the old
if
wrap.
I
and-
remove
and-
this whole wrap off, it
What-
is
An A
an
cover.
issue
hold on.
5.
Okay, what's on the inside of the back page?
It's just the ad.
That's the actual back page of cover A.
Yeah.
So they just put a wrap over the cover A.
Yeah.
I knew
It's,
DC
it's
did that, but I didn't put the 2 and 2 together with the
Well,
back page.
kinda
because
smart.
DC used to be smarter. They used to not put the UPC code on a book that they put another cover on. They
no,
would
but
put it on
think
the
about it.
hardcover.
Production is so much easier if you're not, like they're probably printing stuff faster.
Remember,
Incredible.
Joe had a book that he sent to CGC
You
that someone tore the cover A off, and CGC caught it because the UPC code. So it would be the same cover, but they would put the UPC code on the outside cover. Now they don't. They just put the book. They just put they just wrap the A cover with another cover.
Yeah. So any Absolute Batman #1 B cover that's
Is an A cover.
probably $100 book could be a $200 book. People are criticizing it. There's no way you'd ever be able to tell.
That's weird.
Some people are like, "Oh, there's a gap in the staples." Oh, okay.
Yeah, and
Like-
if you don't
really?
if you don't pull it correctly, you do have to pull it correctly because if you go to get it graded, CGC is going to recognize a gap in the staples and say that CGC will make it a 9.6
I don't think
because
yeah.
of they will.
Well,
Bind,
yeah,
they'll call it
screw
bindery.
the book up.
GPLC
Well,
gaps
I-
and staples will give you a 10-0.
I
Say
see a challenge. I see a challenge coming.
You want me to
I
rip
mean, I
this
just
book?
don't do it.
I
For
just
me,
see a
it's about
challenge.
integrity.
I'm very curious to see if you were to do that. Say, I'm not saying that you do it on your own book, but I'm kind of curious to see if that is done.
Oh yeah.
Will it come back as a 9 point whatever
Honestly,
A cover?
think about it. It might come back as a higher grade, considering that this outer cover is almost like a protective covering of the A cover.
Because we're
So
taking
I
Well,
call
color
myself the
rub.
Robin.
Know anything from shipping, like it's actually probably in better shape than a normal #5.
I call myself the Robin Hood of the unfair market. I couldn't do it. It's just about integrity, and I think it's unfair to manipulate the market that way.
It's the same book.
I still think it's unfair to
Same book.
manipulate the market that way.
That's interesting.
Personally,
That's fascinating. That's quite the experiment. And
it's,
yet,
it's
I'm not a-
actually
and-
market
and-
manipulation.
yes, and absolutely. And that being said, I'm also not a fan of that because it's just it's being very
I've got
shisty.
5 copies of Absolute Batman #1, 1 in 50, and that's probably a $200 book, maybe less. And if I rip those off, I guarantee you it would be the same exact thing, probably. Like there would be no difference between the Batman that I have Like,
I mean, but Sam,
my
that's
A-
cool for you because you
my
bought it
A
as a
covers
private
versus
consumer.
what was
But as
ripped. You know?
but as a retailer, if I buy 50 copies because I'm incentivized to buy 50 copies, and then I take the 1 in 50 and I make it an A cover, I think that's just really disingenuous. Why did I even bother to order B covers? I should have just ordered all A covers then. You know what I mean? Like if I sell someone a pre-sale,
Yeah, but
and,
you also never knew that
I did know.
No, you didn't know that an A cover would be that
And
lucrative.
that's what makes it shady.
Sure.
Because after
Yeah,
the
I
fact,
don't
you see
disagree.
what I'm saying? That's
Yeah.
for me as a retailer. You know what
But
I mean?
as a retailer, you're only ordering those other covers because you're going to sell one
I'm
copy of
reselling.
each book to me. You're gonna sell
Yeah.
me
But
A,
here's the
B,
thing, Sam.
C,
You're talking to
D,
me,
E,
so you
and
know I
125,
always know the value
you know?
of the A cover. I always choose
I'm
A
not-
cover
I'm not-
over every.
Yeah.
That is.
I'm not
is
talking about
interesting.
you specifically. I'm saying from a
No,
retailer
I
perspective,
know,
There's
I know.
so much that to me is manipulative. It's like, yo, you
Honestly,
But you know
ripping off
somebody's
of a
doing
cover
it.
is probably the least manipulative
This Cleaver.
concern we should
Yes.
have about the industry.
yeah, no. But it is a concern, though.
Sure.
You know what I mean? It is a concern.
Because who's to say that there's
I have
people
a lot
out
of
there
concerns about the unfair market.
buying 50 of those books and doing exactly that, and then selling them as
I mean,
as-
you're technically paying
A
more
cover.
for these books.
People are already
You're-
paying
you're
$100 for
paying
raw copy. of a book
Probably
that they
a
think-
dollar more for the cardstock
Oh my
cover.
goodness, that smells like home.
What?
What is that?
What was that?
who's that? Is that you, Rob? That's got to be J. Rob. Because
It was a cooking video.
yeah, what the
Here-
hell?
here's the thing. Here's the thing.
It's a
People
cooking
are already
video.
paying. And to speak of what Dan said
Rob,
earlier, right?
what, hey J Rob, what smells like home exactly?
The dish, fool.
Oh, the dish, huh?
People were
I
already.
bet that's a clam dish.
Wow.
Dan said something earlier about this book, and so I'm gonna say why it's an issue to me, and why I think it's disingenuous for the market. People are already paying $100 for raw copies of a book that they think there are 350,000 copies of in circulation, and retailers are adding more to that pool without saying anything. They're increasing that pool, and people are still paying because they believe there's a certain amount in circulation. And
There you
it's
go.
to me, it's terrible.
I get you.
I saw somebody sell the whole run of Absolute Batman to date. I think what is up to 15 now?
For 1,200?
$400,
For
right?
$400. $400.
I could. Yeah. I mean, I've got
There's a part of me that
run.
you guys know I don't do that many modern unless it's going to be a future modern key. There's a part of me that kind of like, well, maybe I should get a Batman #1. You know, I mean, there's.
I think you
But
should
then I
have
go,
The run is amazing.
contrary to what
Yeah.
people say, I think it's going to be one of those runs that hold value for years to come.
I completely agree with you.
Years to
I mean,
come.
you know, I've been on this.
Yeah, 15, 20 years from now. It's one of those runs. It's one of
It
those
is.
runs that come once in a generation where
Iconic.
you have runs like Infinity Gauntlet that hold their value
Yeah.
for years to come. And it's one of those
But
runs.
Infinity
I mean, I
Gauntlet
think
was
Ultimate
really
Spider-Man is one of those runs right now,
I think so too.
and it
It's one of those
lost
runs.
some of the hype. But
what about Kingdom Come?
And the problem is people don't really pay. People are so quick to naysay or poo-poo on something as run-of-the-mill, and nobody speaks about identifying trends before they become trends.
Yeah.
Nobody practices that. And it's something that Sam and I talk about often. It's well practiced. Like, why is this so hot? You know, people thought Something Is Killing the Children was going to go away, and it didn't. It didn't.
no,
It didn't. And you have to be able to identify why it didn't.
and it's back. Look at those prices.
Yeah,
Some of those
and it's like,
variants are
why didn't
setting
it go away when everyone
records
said it
again.
was going to? Why did?
Crazy.
Why did it hold its value? And you
It's
have to kind of
relatable.
you got to kind of figure out these metrics. And I do think Absolute Batman is going to be one of those ones. And there's a lot of reasons why. And Dan, I think you should be happy about this.
I think
The
Absolute
reason
Wonder
why is
Woman
because DC has
is-
been abysmally bad when it comes to aftermarket value for a long time. I mean, look how long Damian Wayne's first appearance was. Damian Wayne,
a
probably
character-
the most important first appearance in DC of the 21st century.
100% agree. We've talked about this
And
extensively.
you could get that thing for $30 for like 20 years.
Yep, and he's been in animated,
everything. He's everywhere.
every animated movie that they've brought out, basically.
And Marvel can drop Elsa Bloodstone's sister, and it can be equally as valuable as Damian Wayne's first
Tosin.
appearance. Tosin, and it's like, yo, DC has been waiting for this.
Yep.
And people are
As
going
a
to remember this
reader
for
of-
a long time.
As a reader of comic books right now,
100%ish.
the better stories, again, I mean, not to go there, but right now, the better stories I'm getting are coming from the manga stream.
Mhm.
But in the mainstream, the better stories in mine are coming from DC instead of Marvel. And I'm reading a
Hands
lot.
Hands down.
I mean, come on, the best written comic in comics to me is Wonder Woman.
Volume,
Dan.
Yep. Agree with that.
Why is an absolute Wonder Woman as popular?
It is.
It's starting, Caesar.
It's starting.
Are they here?
starting.
Absolute Wonder
Did you
Woman.
know that Picture Teaser was the crossover of Absolute Batman and Wonder Woman. It broke every. I mean, it was amazing.
Yeah.
And
Absolute Wonder Woman started out the hottest book.
And it's starting to take off now.
It was the first hot one. It was hotter than Absolute Batman when issue 1 dropped.
And Superman's
The
next.
Superman.
So if you want to grab something cheap, it's probably a $10 to $15 number one.
Martian Manhunter right
First
now
print?
is crazy. Martian
Oh, so
Manhunter
bad, really?
What-
It's
what-
so
is
bad.
crazy right now.
Why? It's not good.
What?
What are you
It's
talking about?
why is it good?
What are you talking about?
Stop
Tell
it,
me
man.
why is that
Can you
good?
put him at the bottom? I know you don't read, Caesar.
No, hang on.
Read
Before
the
you
room.
drop me,
Before you drop me,
I had issues 1 through 6. I gave issues 1 through 6 away because I read them and I just
Just
you
like
have to,
the-
drop acid
Dennis
on the
Camp
that
is at the
book?
top of his game.
first of all, the
I don't
art
get it. I don't get it.
also.
It's got one of the best gimmicks.
let me see that
Javier
art.
Rodriguez is on
me see the
another level. He's on like that Trad Moore level
Why is that another
when
level?
it comes to art.
It's terrible to me.
It's Dan.
And if you didn't take your LSD before reading the book,
That's what it is. I have to drop acid to read that
And
book.
you know who was terrible to me as a kid? You know who was terrible to me as a kid?
like, dude,
Bill
what
Sienkiewicz.
sold
Nobody
Ish and
wants to
I
say-
on this book was that you could like,
Oh, the gimmick.
oh my god, it's not a gimmick, it's innovative.
It's
What-
It was actually
what is
pretty
it?
great. It's
Explain to me the
So
gimmick.
You had to hold it in the sun.
you have to hold it in the
In
light
light.
to see.
yeah.
They basically printed the image of Absolute Martian Manhunter
Absolute Martian
Mhm.
Mindfucker is actually
Yep.
Absolute Martian Mindfucker.
on this, and
Uh-huh.
It's
when
rough.
you hold it
I'm
up to the
telling you.
light, you just see through it, and you see it's a part of the story.
What do you like
Okay.
about it? What do you like about the story?
It's good
Why?
because Martian Manhunter's never been good.
Correct.
I don't think it's good. I can't get into it.
Absolute
I
Martian
keep going. I'll
Mindfucker
give it
is
to you.
actually what he's called. By
That
the
is true.
way,
That is
You're not alone. You're not alone. I mean, everybody's raving over this title. I just read it. I just
Listen,
couldn't
one
get it.
here's
So
the
what-
trend.
what-
Here-
what-
here-
so
hold
what
on
do we
really quick,
have?
Caesar. Here's a trend,
We have
and this is something I
6
talked about.
titles.
It's
Caesar.
something I talked about on my stream, and here is a trend. I told people, I've been telling people for the past 90 days. I said, with these absolute titles, you are going to see for the first time DC Comics subsequent prints have value. And
Oh, yeah.
sure enough,
They've all
DC
blown up.
Comics subsequent print. This is to speak to kind of counter what you were saying, Dan. People are buying the subsequent prints.
Yep.
People coming to my shop, they don't care what print.
Yeah,
They just wanna
what-
read
they just wanna
Absolute.
read it. Yeah.
And now the subsequent prints are increasing in value for the same reason. FOMO plus
Oh
market
my
demand
gosh,
plus
some of them are
demand.
so expensive, $20, $30, $40
What's that?
an
What's
issue.
that? Mark Spears 7th print, Absolute Wonder Woman. It's the 7th print.
So let me ask. So we have Absolute Batman, Absolute Wonder Woman, Absolute
Batman,
Martian
Superman,
Manhunter.
Wonder Woman,
Flash,
Superman, Martian Manhunter, Flash,
Green Lantern. And Flash is
Out
terrible.
of
Flash is
that's
terrible.
okay. I was gonna say out of those 6, which is the worst story?
Terrible Flash.
Flash. But
And then Martian Manhunter.
but big things are happening in Flash. I think Flash will be more
What's up,
important
Alex?
to the.
Yeah, you got
Uh,
some major characters that are ready to debut in Flash that people just kind of went by quietly.
I mean,
the
Thawne.
biggest one,
Thawne just
But are we
debuted.
done?
Fine.
Are we done with
Fine.
those? Are there any more coming in?
yeah,
Any more absolutes? What else do we have?
So
coming?
absolute. Well, in terms
Absolute Catwoman next year, early next year.
of correct. Absolute Zatanna just debut debut in
She already
Absolute
debuted.
Wonder Woman.
She already debuted.
True.
And
Fully
if I'm correct, and I'm because you guys know I read everything I get my hands on.
Hawkman.
But I just wonder.
can't stop
Hawkman
you
But I
from
just
reading.
I just want to. I just
Did he
want
debut
to
or is he about to
reassure.
debut?
He's an absolute evil. He's a villain. He works.
What
for
are you
the
saying,
League of
Caesar?
Evil.
I just want to reassure that I'm correct. The Absolute World is a grittier version of every single one of those characters, right?
I mean,
It's
some
like
of the titles
just a
seem like-
reimagining.
It's
Yeah.
not. It's
They're
not.
not
It's not.
all. Well, I mean, it's
So
not
what the
grittier
premise
all the
is?
time.
What
It's
the
a
premise is
reimagining
Darkseid
based just a
created a
different
reality
universe.
where
Correct.
the
Mhm.
heroes did not have the resources, like everything was against them.
Yes.
All the chips were against them. All the odds are stacked against them, and that's the
Wonder
universe
Woman
he
was
put these
raised in
heroes-
hell.
Raised in hell.
Sound familiar?
Okay.
Batman has no. He's not wealthy at all. Joker is actually
Okay.
Batman. Joker has the
Okay.
Batcave and the wealth,
Yep.
and Batman has
Yep.
nothing. He has no money
Okay.
and none of the resources, and you know what I mean. They put
Superman
them
didn't
all-
have the caring, loving family.
Okay. And then what?
and then he put them. The characters go through hell. Literally.
They're all basically having to pull themselves up by their bootstrap. Oh wait,
Mhm.
that whole thing's not a new concept.
But it works.
And it's relatable.
No,
The
it
more
does.
people want to read about Batman, who's not rich and doesn't live in a Batcave, and you know what I
So
mean, plays
relatable
poker
in
with his
comparison.
friends, and
It is
So
a
this
little-
is
I
all-
think- I think J. Rob, it's a little bit of a departure from what, like, look at Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman was a princess of Themyscira. Now she's, it's almost like a disability. She's missing an arm.
Yep.
right.
She
Yeah.
she came from hell. She was hidden from her Amazonian past. I mean, like,
No, I
it
know,
is
I know.
it's a spin. I mean, it's not like it's completely different. Superman's parents are dead. Krypton died. Absolute Superman's parents are dead. Krypton died. I mean, there's still some similarities too.
Yeah.
But it's a little bit of a shift. And some of the characters, I think the way the characters have been handled in Absolute Batman is the most innovative.
Oh, Superman too, though.
Superman is very.
Ra's al Ghul is his villain.
Yeah, true. But look at
Who
all
saw
the
that
look at the rogues gallery for Batman. They're still all the evil characters, but they're not evil. They're
But
still
they're not
helpful.
but they're not as Rogues Gallery either.
They're not a rogues gallery. Right.
And look how they became who they became.
Alexa.
That's interesting. So it's an alternate world, obviously, right? It's a whole new start over for each of these characters who are going through it, and they're all in a sense in sort of in hell, working their way up. Is that basically?
No,
They're not
no,
really in
just Wonder
hell, but
Woman.
your world is
No,
really far different than
what we
world
know.
of the regular DC, right? Superman has a different power set. He will kill you. He doesn't want to, but he will.
Hmm.
he will.
So
will.
why
He's more of a
why
freedom
does
fighter.
Flash? So why does Flash suck so bad then?
It's just
Because it's Flash.
Yeah, it's just Flash, dude.
Really, that's interesting. Does Green Lantern? Is he going to get one?
Green Lantern has one.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
that's right. You did mention it.
I mean, they all
And how's
died.
that?
They all died right away early on.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, I mean,
What
Green Lantern was a tough.
was it
one.
good?
People die right away. It's Al
Was it-
Ewing's writing it. It's good. It's just tough, man. The Sinestro appeared quietly. When people really find out Sinestro already appeared, it's going to be too late.
Interesting. Do you think that? Let me ask you, because I know how we feel about Green Lantern and quoting Ish. Green Lantern, other than his absolute, it's a hard read. That's why you don't see any new Green Lanterns or whatever it is. It's just not a good read, right? That's quoting you, Ish. Do you think with the Green Lantern HBO show in the mix, is that gonna? Do you think spark an interest into the Green Lantern? People are like, oh, I'm gonna.
I hope
Oh,
not,
Lord.
because I collect Green Lantern and I
It's
want to
gonna-
buy more.
It's gonna make people who don't read Green Lantern come and want to read Green Lantern, especially
Yeah.
if it's good.
Yeah,
Especially if it's good. They're gonna want Green Lantern.
It's set up in the way that you talked about doing Marvel shows now, where like every episode's a different
Mm-hmm.
topic ish. You brought this up before, like it'd be a great idea.
It's an anthology, right?
It's
Yep.
like a whodunit every episode.
I there's nothing more that I love than when I watch a TV show and every single episode is the A-Team, right?
I'll
Where
be
they
right
go
back,
from
y'all. I gotta
town-
grab a can of pussy with lots of water.
What did he just say?
I don't know, but it's
This
just,
one is.
He goes, I think I heard him say it smells like.
I thought I heard something.
I thought he said he's gonna.
completely
I
off
think he says
base.
he's gonna grab himself a can. Of
I think he said
Uzi.
it. Now that smells like.
That's
home.
what I thought I heard too.
That's what I thought I heard Ish say. He goes, that
Okay.
smells like home.
So let me
my Lord.
right. So I've never liked,
my
was never a big fan of the continuous, coming up next week, it's the same storyline from the last week, and then it keeps going. I'm a big fan, and I call it the A-Team syndrome of every week from town to town, the Incredible Hulk, he goes to a different town and it helps a small mom and pop place, or the A-Team's a small mom and pop place run over by the gangsters and they help him out. I like that because with the underlining of this guy chasing them, right? The journalist or the general or whatever it is. Fine. That's great. What I'm saying is if they do this Green Lantern TV show as every single episode,
It's going to be like
is
Law and
sort of
Order.
this-
It's going to be like Law and Order type of
I'll
thing.
tell you though, that teaser did nothing for me.
There's a teaser? I didn't see the teaser.
Yeah, it was like a 15-second teaser, and I was like, "What is it?" Like,
Well, I mean, they don't want to show you. Maybe they're doing it right. They're not showing you the whole fucking thing.
No, yeah.
in a matter of 2 minutes. But that's coming next year, isn't it?
Has James Gunn released anything not good yet in the DC? I don't think so. Creature Commando's good. Peacemaker good.
I mean, Suicide
Peacemaker
Squad.
season 2 was
Well,
not.
Who?
What's that?
Peacemaker season 2 was not good.
It was entertaining.
I haven't watched it yet. Is it worth watching?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. All right.
Superman
How about
good.
you? No, J Rob doesn't watch anything other than Smells Like Home.
I
J-Rob
didn't
just
make
did
it
that.
after.
He got women.
I didn't make it past the second episode.
Really?
Well, we all know that J Rob is a big fan of kung fu movies because that's all he is every single time we fucking watch him. His
Kung Fu
lips
Friday.
move and then Kung Fu Friday. His lips move and then voice comes in 3 seconds after. Jesus, man. The only thing that came in clear was Smells Like Home. Hey, so this is the thing, right? That I really do hope that DC really has they're on an upward. They're on an uptick. I think there are, to your point, Dan, James Gunn, he's working some of this magic, and I think people are taking more notice because we had many years of DC sucks movies, right? And I think they're in a pretty good with this absolute world and the movies that we're seeing. I think 2026 might look pretty good if done right, right?
Even some of the DC stuff that came out recently, animated wise. I mean, that maybe is not part of Gunn's universe. Like the Cape Crusader was great. It was like a little nod to animated series.
Cape Crusader was
Yeah, but
good,
DC always is top of the mountain when
When it comes to
animation.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
absolutely.
fair. That's fair. Yeah, yeah.
Animation. Always.
yeah,
And I never got into the Marvel animation. I got to tell you, it was hard. It was rough for me to try to even watch it.
I don't know.
It just
X-Men
was-
97 was
Manga
pretty good.
X-Men on Netflix was
Well,
like stop.
except from X-97 was pretty.
No, I'm talking about the manga X-Men.
I
that
think
you-
we're getting a
did a whole
big
manga X-Men series. It was just terrible.
DC
Yeah.
animation release this year. I think
The
we're getting.
DC
I think we're getting
animation.
Nightfall.
I
Mm-hmm.
think we're getting Killing Joke for sure. I already read that.
No, Killing Joke has been out,
The
It's already
Dillican joke came out a long time ago.
but
The
I
animated?
think
saw that.
I'm
Yeah.
pretty
Oh,
sure
yeah,
we're
yeah, yeah,
getting
yeah, 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 yeah.
Nightfall.
Yeah, you
No,
see the
we're
first
getting
part
something
of-
with the Court of Owls.
The Court of Owls they've been wanting to do, and the funny thing is with this new Robert Pattinson, the Batman Part 2, there's been so many rumors of who the villain is. It went from the Court of Owls to Clayface, and then all of a sudden Clayface is going to have his own standalone.
Clayface
it's gonna be
always
sort
was
of a-
having his own standalone movie. It was
Yeah,
always part of the plan.
Well, no, first they thought it was going to be part of the where Pattinson was going to be the villain. Then it all of a sudden went to a standalone horror style. Cool. I'm done with that. I'm cool with that. And then you hear other guys and Mr. Freeze, and it's
I'm
like
good if Christopher Walken is Clayface.
I would like to see Christopher Walken as Dr. Freeze.
I love Christopher Walken. I don't want to see
His-
him
his
coming in a
name
movie
is
now.
Mr. Freeze.
Mr.
Yeah,
Freeze.
I like Christopher Walken. I don't want to see him in a movie
Because
now.
it's
I'm sitting here
no.
like Dr. Freeze.
I just Dr. Freeze. Yeah, you're right. And I'm looking at the book, and it's right there, Mr. Zero. Thank you. Other than that, you know what? I think 2026 is actually going to be a good year, and not only for the industry of comics.
I have a
and-
question
and-
for the panel too.
Hmm.
favorite comic or comic related thing about 2025? What was the best? Did you think the thing that was your favorite? Not necessarily that was the best, but just impacted you the most. That was the most special to you, or your favorite thing of
Thank you, Alex.
2025.
I think Free Run.
Preach, my brother.
I think Free Run did it for me. I think you brought me in with Carol and Tuesday, but then you told me about Free Run, and when I watched it that was it. It changed it. It shifted my trajectory.
Yeah, that's my favorite anime of the year by far, besides
And the
Solo Leveling.
manga. I've
That's
been
tough,
reading
too.
them.
I'm really enjoying this. Obviously, my assassin skills are much better than the Heroes show on Crunchyroll. Like, I'm loving that cartoon right now. But anyway, I'm sorry. Go on, everyone.
Yeah, I'll say Free Run.
From a comic standpoint, for me, it is between the debut of Exquisite Corpses, which has been good. I'm still a huge fan. There's some great to it, and there's some issues that I didn't think stuck.
Last issue
but
was good.
Super awesome new concept. It's going to be a huge property for years to come. And then, honestly, Absolute. The entire Absolute line has just been firing on all cylinders. Well, 2025 is when it, I think, found some steam. Like, it just continues to get better and better and better and better. You know, Absolute Bane was such a better arc than the first arc of Absolute Batman, in my opinion. And if you're not reading it, read it. It's phenomenal.
Next.
I'm curious to see what J-Rob says, because that fucker doesn't like anything.
Studio Ghibli. I'm just
you're not
He's
wrong.
trying to make
Thank you.
Still Ghibli didn't have no outstanding 2025, but
Was The Boy and the Heron
No,
this
that was
year, or was that
2024
2024?
or 2023.
Oh,
One
okay.
of
So
those
they
two.
had nothing.
Nah, nothing really. I can't really think of anything that stands out like, oh, this was. I can't think of nothing.
Princess Mononoke is coming to IMAX, though.
what about you, Dan?
I told you.
You did. What about you, Caesar? You read a book.
You know what? Nothing really stands out for me when it comes to anything 2025 that was just out of this world. But I will say what kind of did impress me a little bit, and I really enjoyed it, was the Silver Surfer, the Fantastic Four. I really enjoyed that character.
Shalabal.
Every scene, Shella, anything that she did on screen, down to the chase when she spoke, everything about her. I was kind of at the edge of my seat, and I was just drawn to her, and I really dug. I liked her more than I thought I was going to.
I'm
Actually, I
really
didn't know what to
surprised
expect.
at Sam's opinion of FF, because I'm looking at that movie even now, and I'm looking at it. I'm going, okay, Reed Richards, the smartest guy allegedly in the universe, is a bumbling moron because he's expecting, doesn't know what to do. Meanwhile, Sue's brother Johnny is the one that figures out the language
Figures out
of
stuff.
and saves the world.
It bothers you so
It does
much.
bother him.
I know.
So for
It's
me,
just weird.
I know.
So
It's
for me,
weird.
my favorite comic related thing about 2025 for me was that it's two things, right? DC Comics throwing its hat in the ring in a very real and substantial way in movies, with Superman, and even with the success of the Penguin television series, which was just really phenomenal. And then, DC, I want there to be that healthy type of competition because we all benefit. You know what I mean? We all really benefit. So kudos to them. From a specifically comic related thing, I read one book this year, and I read Wonder Woman. I think it's brilliant. I think it's the best written book. But every once in a while, you read a book that defines or redefines a character in such a provocative and profound way that it stays with you for a long time. And that was One World Under Doom #9. and it's something that I'm gonna remember.
Mm.
It impacted me. It
Good series.
really reminds you of who Doom is. But that final issue where he gave his life and challenged the gods to bring Valeria back, and you know what I mean? He's like like that just really reminds you like, oh, this is who Doom is. And you when he peers into him and realizes that, yo, you really are giving something that you've never given anyone. You really love her. You know what I mean? And it's like it's gonna stay with me for a long time. It was really well written. It was a great way to stick the landing on a okay series, on a passingly good, better than average Marvel series. The landing was so powerful and so impactful. I'll remember it like I remember things like Superman fighting Shazam in Kingdom Come, or Spider-Man lifting up the subway station, like those great moments in comics that kind of define and even sometimes redefine a character. That was the strongest comic moment for me.
What was the biggest whiff?
Yeah, you just read my mind. My next question was because we're
And
running out of time.
Alex Correa, I forgot to say the one thing I wanted to say was the announcement that we're getting an adult animated Energon universe. Like, yes.
Yes, that's going to be huge. I would say that's one of the most anticipated things. I don't know if that's this year or next, like the year after, 2027.
But since we're winding down, I know that. But Sam did steal my thunder. But my next question was, what is the biggest sort of whiff disappointment for 2025 in the same related field? What would you say? I'm gonna go with you, J. Rob, because you probably have a list. If you're talking Kung Fu
Thunderbolts. It didn't do nothing for me.
I'm surprised that Superman wasn't.
Thunderbolts.
So you like Superman more than you did Thunderbolts, right? Wow, man, I can't talk to. Just might be the last time you have J. Rob on the show. I swear. I think you're not going to see that fucking nugget of his on 2026.
You're a hater. You're the
Hater?
You're the only stream I have issues on. It wasn't for you. I didn't like either one of those two, to be honest.
I already forgot what the question was. How about you, Sam?
Just me.
Hush 2.
What is it?
Oh, Hush 2. The story. It was a story. I'm assuming it's a story that nobody was asking.
It's the whole thing. It's now delayed. It started off with a ton of hype and then just fizzled. I think Hush 2 and honestly the new Batman series, the relaunch, just doesn't do it for me.
It's terrible.
Yep.
I'm gonna say the biggest whiff for me is Monstrous. No, I'm kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm messing. It's just like I'll kill you. No, I think the biggest whiff for me is the recent Supergirl run. Why do I say that? Because there's been a lot of other dogs, but like on the back of
especially because Batgirl was so good.
Batgirl, absolutely. Tate Brombo's Batgirl is so good, but on the backs of an amazing Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow run, people were expecting something in that vein, and what they got is like young adult teen story. I always give it the rule of 3. Like I'll read 3 issues and give it.
Hold on, Dan. Before you continue, I want to because they have to sign off. My golden oldies. Thank you so much.
Thank you
for being with us all 2025.
Happy New Year.
We look forward to seeing you in 2026. Happy New Year to all you guys. Stick around, will you? There's lots to do next year. Trust me on that. All right, go ahead, Dan.
No, I was just gonna say Sophie Campbell. I'm a fan of hers. I just feel like she didn't hit this. It's just every issue is just not good, and I really wanted to like it. I gave it up to 6 issues, and I just couldn't stick with it.
I had the same problem because I wanted it to be really good. I did enjoy issue 1, but I realized what they're doing, and I've noticed this for a long time. They have a movie coming out, and they want young girls to come into comic shops looking for something relatable to the movie, and that appeals to them. It's just not for us.
Yeah,
she's
maybe
not
right.
writing it for us. You know what I mean?
I
It's
know,
not
I
terrible.
even if I'm a young girl, and I'm reading that, the way they portray that character isn't strong, or
I can't continue this.
Yeah,
even if I'm a young girl, you know how to do that? Because I don't know how to relate to. I'm just messing with you, Dad.
No, that's fair. My youngest is 21, so I don't have any young girls.
Mine's 30, so
yeah, I got you.
So what was yours, Ish? Was that
biggest whiff? to be honest, and all things considered, because I'm not trying to be a jerk, I'm not trying to be provocative. I'm actually trying to be yo, come here, Robo J. All things considered, right? It's Fantastic Four. And the reason why is because Fantastic Four is the one that we were waiting for, that was supposed to save and revive Marvel, and it just didn't do that. To me. You know what I mean? It just didn't. I'm not even going to say my opinion or whether I hate it or not. It just didn't. It wasn't that Civil War. It wasn't that Winter Soldier. It wasn't that thing that we thought we were being set up for. Yes, it's the first chapter. And so all things considered, the first chapter of Captain America First Avenger was slow. And once you get the second and the third, then you can really appreciate how good the first one was. You know what I mean? Like you can really, same with, Batman Dark Knight, right? The first one was really slow. And then you got the second two, and you can really go back and appreciate how good the first one was. So maybe that's the case, but as it stands right now, and all things considered, Fantastic Four, comic wise, I gotta agree with Supergirl, and I want to throw in Knights in the ring because I was really excited for Knights to come back this year, and it did. And it's a fizzle for me, and I don't want to piss Dan off because we both love Knights. I got one book. I got one.
They are going the way of Saga.
The entire year, I got one issue.
They're having funding issues. That's why they have like a Patreon now, and they want you to sign up for their Patreon to get exclusive access to Knights. And I mean, I understand it, but I can't keep paying my LCS and then paying all these different Patreons. It's just death by 1,000 cuts. I mean,
I was really excited. It was a great issue. It's just like I'm not getting any more.
Yeah, I agree with you.
All right. Mine was Superman. I was expecting a lot more. And not only that, but I think like Metamorpho really disappointed me. Yeah. And I think he's such a cool character. And then to like do what they did, and they try to tug at your heartstrings with the baby and holding the baby over the river of Legos, whatever that was. It was just like keeping it from drowning. All of that, I was just like, oh man, what's going on here?
I was disappointed that they turned Mr. Terrific real true.
I didn't like Mr. Terrific either.
Really, come on. Man.
Yeah, they did make him they made the choice.
Like he was from the 70s, bro. Yeah, like a black
with the little mini afro and the way he looks and the way he acts. You're kind of right,
I can overlook the Metamorpho thing. I can't overlook the Contra code. A1, B5, up, down, uppercut. Like
that was trash.
That was a little.
If Lex Luthor would have been like up, down, left,
down,
right,
left, right, left, select, start.
Select start.
So, all right, guys, we're
Agatha, Ironheart, nothing.
Well, no, Ironheart was not good. That was 2024, fool.
No, that was this year.
The end of 2020.
Ironheart was definitely this year.
Ironheart was the end of 2024, right?
Well,
Daredevil was the beginning of this year. Ironheart was the end of 2024.
No, it was not my thing. It was 2025.
Yeah, Ironheart we talked about on the show, and I've only been on the show for less than a year.
Well, I tell you what, Agatha did rock my mind. I did enjoy it.
Agatha was good.
I did enjoy it for 2025. I will add that.
Agatha was
I will add.
I believe
June of 2025. June 2025. Ironheart.
Agatha, right? I enjoyed Agatha was up there for my 2025. I enjoyed it. The wife enjoyed it. We had a good time. Ironheart was just trash. I didn't like it. I didn't enjoy it. I watched it for the sake of watching it. So that's all it was. Okay. Let's go around and start telling everybody Happy New Year's and all that. But let's go around with let's start with the guy who's just does nothing. He has nothing to ever promote. He has nothing to ever contribute to the show. But go ahead, talk about your sex fantasies that you everybody heard.
With his cooking apron and his
cooking apron and his dingaling.
What the heck? We're gonna talk about pocket dogs next. Well,
As long as it smells like home.
speaking of my OnlyFans, where I sit in a chef coat and you watch me perform knife cuts. Just kidding. No, you can find me at Pickleball in the morning. That's it. Hey, thanks for having me, Caesar. Appreciate you reaching out. Good seeing you all.
In the morning. Yeah, okay, that was worthless. All right, let's go with Dan here. Jeez, pickleball in the morning.
You know, Caesar, I'll just say as we wrap up-
Pickleball is the only sport
I
that
like
you
how
could be
Dan
at least.
flexes his manga shelf just to piss
I-
Caesar off.
What's that?
No,
What's that?
hold on. Pickleball is the only sport out there that you could be 3 bills and be pretty good at it. I'm just saying.
Not true.
It is true. Yes.
Dan literally
Offensive lineman,
rolls his
defensive
manga
lineman.
shelf right behind.
Go
him.
ahead.
That shelf, Caesar, just so you know, does not
Uh-huh.
sit there until Tuesday. And every Tuesday, Dan comes to the room.
On a dolly. I'm dollying it in.
There's a dolly you did.
I buy
right
these
here.
books, I buy these books and I'll return them tomorrow. Then I go buy them back again the day before the show.
Why do you think I'm getting the better part of it? I'm getting his 181 because he's like, fuck that. Who the hell wants that? Give me the soul leveling free loafer or whatever that show's
Solo
called.
leveling
whatever.
is so good. Blue Eye Samurai is so good. You're
Blue-Eyed
Blue-Eyed
Samurai.
Samurai.
Is.
What's the
Solo
second season?
leveling
Is that
is
the
better.
That's
second
next year.
season?
This
coming.
year.
Thank
This
you.
year. It's coming
Coming
2026.
Free Run this year. Blue Eye Samurai this year.
No,
Apothecary
I'm in.
Diaries this year.
Solo
Could be.
leveling is
I-
actually better than Blue Eye Samurai. And Blue Eye Samurai.
Avatar: The
amazing.
Last Airbender is getting a animated movie.
Is
as well.
soul leveling? Is it the
2026.
same animation as like Blue Eyed Samurai?
It's
No,
Korean, and you have an aversion to them, so you probably wouldn't watch it.
I
Okay,
feel
good.
like I don't know.
Solo leveling is fantastic.
It's
Caesar, you
so
should
good.
give it a
So
try.
good.
But where's that? Netflix?
No, Crunchyroll.
Crunchyroll.
Oh, fuck that. All right, go ahead.
The trial.
So a couple
No.
of things, Caesar, just real quick. I know as we wrap up the year, I love you guys, all of you, truly, and I really wish you a happiest new year. I enjoyed chatting with you all and your perspectives. Always just I get smarter chatting with you guys every time. So, you know, it truly does smell like home here. Other than that, I will say follow me on Instagram, guys, because we just continue to do a lot of fun stuff. We just wrapped up our holiday gift exchange. It was amazing, so fun. So we're going to be doing a lot of more innovative things this year. Want to try to find new ways to reach out to readers and make sure that we can connect. I write about the books I read every Wednesday, so make sure you follow me, Tree City Comics, on Instagram. And again, just guys, I love you all. I hope you have a happy, healthy new year. And I'm going to look forward to seeing you guys next year.
That's right. Do it next year.
That's for you,
All right,
Dan.
Sam.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for inviting me to this group this year. It has been just a joy every single week, almost every single week, to shoot the shit and argue and talk about all the crazy stuff that's happening in the world, of
Comics.
these things that don't really matter, but matter so much.
Yeah.
You can find me at Comic Sam Collects. Right now, it's a slow period. Don't have much going on, but kicking off 2026, we've got some plans for some new exclusives that will be coming your way. So just stay tuned on the Instagram, and you'll see some stuff popping up there.
All right. Make sure to keep up with Sam with his craziness. What do you got, Ish?
I don't have much. In case you guys who are watching didn't know, they kicked me off the show. I'm now just like a guest that every couple weeks they say I can come on. So it's kind of what it is. But no, I'm kidding. Listen, it's really good to be back. I'm glad you guys still accept me. I really appreciate you all. I don't have anything to promote. What I want to say, I feel it's really important to say this. Yo, and I mean this. Shout out to this panel. Shout out to the people that come here every week. Another year, man. Shout out to Cesar Morales for really dedicating his time, his mind, his creativity, and his resources to continue to bring this product every year. Like, we're going into 2026, and this thing just keeps growing. And Cesar's dedication needs to be applauded, man. Cesar, I really appreciate you. I appreciate you putting this panel together.
Yep.
I appreciate the things that you do. The people that you bring on that contribute and help to continue to promote this medium. Really appreciate it. Happy New Year to you. Happy New Year to the community. Happy New Year to all of the panel. I missed you guys. It's glad to be back. That's all I got to say.
Nice. All right. Well, listen. What a 2025. Want to shout out to our homeboy Dell, who pops in once in a while. While his beard pops in once in a while when he wants to. Because that's all I saw was just this the whole time.
Sometimes there's food in it.
Yeah, I mean, it's like done. Yeah. Anyways, shout out to my homeboy Dale. Without him, we wouldn't be having this show.
I didn't mean to leave him out at all.
No. And I'm just carrying on the torch.
You're
I'm carrying on the torch for Dale, who just he spends family. He's got like 25 kids, and he has to take care of these guys, and and yeah, Alex, are you sure it was a beard? God, I hope so. So it depends on where he's holding the camera. The thing is that without Dell, we wouldn't be having this. So, it's a little shout out to him. Yes, next year, expect more reels from me when it comes to my. I kind of went nuts with some figures lately. So more reels.
You gotta get Tom King on the show, Caesar.
Hey, you met him, so you could ask him. You have a connection with him. Go ahead. Next year we might start the show next year with some Golden Age comics, with Code Blue and Crime City coming on and showing their pre-code stuff. This will be the first time with Dan and Sam and Ish. If you guys want to start to get into the whole pre-code stuff, get ready to be educated, because these guys love to they run an annex, man. And they will educate you anything about pre-code. And I'm here for it. I know what I know because of those guys. So I think we might start the show next. So next week is what? What's the date? I'm a little thrown off here.
The first is Thursday, bro.
So next Tuesday would be
the
6th.
6. Yep.
All right.
Crazy.
Well, the first show 2026. It might be pre-code. I got to talk to those guys to see what's going on. Other than that, thank you guys for being here every Tuesday on the Comic Menu podcast. What a blast! I always tell people the reason why people like to come on the show, whether it be artists and writers and guests and friends, is because it feels like you're sitting in my living room and just shooting the shit. We have topics to talk about, and sometimes we might spend 2 hours on just 2 topics, and that's fine if we don't get to all of them. It's
2 assholes on the top, 2 intellectuals on the bottom, and 1 Mexican.
Yeah.
Shit.
Well, actually, the Mexican is the one in the. Oh, that's Dan. Sorry. So this is the thing, everybody. We'll see you next year. Love you guys, and yeah, man. Peace out.
Comic Menu Podcast is sponsored by Realistic Comic Books.